We are live. Before Monday Night Football, it's like our pregame show. Right before the game. Our pregame show that's also going to be during game show. So
Right. This will definitely not be awkward.
No.
Normally we would do this on Sunday, like after the afternoon slate, but before Sunday Night Football. But it just wasn't the case this week, so we're just awkwardly fitting this in kind of before during Monday Night Football.
Yeah, this is fine, everybody. At least we made it.
It's a live stream. We got what we got. Are you ready for the intro?
Absolutely. Let's
ready
do
to roll
this.
The intro? All right. Let's roll the intro. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone, to a reaction episode of Football for Fun, Week 1 NFL reactions. I am actually depressed, the Texans fan.
Oh, yeah, sure you are. I'm delusional and even more depressed, the Panthers fan, because my team, as it turns out, does indeed suck. But we'll get more into that later.
I mean, your team surely scored a touchdown, right? Because my team didn't.
It was in garbage time, and it was because a penalty wiped out a pick six that then the next play we got a touchdown or something. I don't know.
Surely you didn't have a backup running back fumble in a game-winning drive, potential game-winning drive.
No, because we're not good enough to be in position to be winning. We don't get to enjoy the different levels of misery that you good teams get to enjoy, alright? We're too poverty for that.
Yes. Shout out Annihilate. I'm not sure.
Just Annie.
Who you are.
Let's go with Annie.
Annihilate? Yeah. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know drop in the comments what team you're a fan of, and we'll probably react to your game. But welcome everyone to Football for Fun. So today we are going to be reacting to the Week 1 slate of games, but also we do have Monday Night Football on. We both have it on like different devices, so we might be talking about like Jags Panthers, but then if there's a touchdown, Caleb Williams still like Roma Dunze or something, we'll probably.
And don't worry, we won't talk about Jags Panthers for very long, because.
No, that's true. I don't think that'll last very long, but we're gonna kind of go game by game. But what I do want to actually start with is the thriller last night. That was Bills Ravens. It was the most recent game at the time we are sort of recording. Bills won by a score of 41-40, which is, it's one of the most thrilling games. Like, probably one of the most thrilling games I've personally witnessed, and one of the most thrilling games just that has happened, generally. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about. Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson had pretty insane stat lines. It looked like the Ravens were gonna just dominate this game, but then when there's a will, there's a way, and Josh Allen just
I think this game in the regular season is the closest we've gotten to that 54-51 showdown between the Rams and Chiefs in 2018. I think someone else said that, but it's so true. It's always the Bills. They're always involved in these amazing games lately. It's usually playoff games. It's usually against the Chiefs. But this was definitely an instant classic last night. And I'm so glad that we didn't miss it. We unfortunately couldn't watch together or commentate on it. I was too sick to do that at the time. I'm still a little sick, so sorry for anyone who has to notice that. And Daniel was socializing because apparently that's a thing that we do.
Which is a rarity.
Yeah. No, it was an amazing game. I was rooting for the Ravens because I picked them to win. And I've got them winning the Super Bowl. And I want to get this out there. I'm not backing down on that. I'm sold on the Ravens. I hate that they choked that, but honestly, they're going to do it at least once a year, and it's good that they did it in Week 1 instead of the playoffs. So, that's fine. I was not okay with what their defense showed in the fourth quarter. Until that 15-point comeback, taking the Bills from 25 to 40 points, it was fine. You're going to let the Bills score 25 points. That's fine. Most teams are. In fact, every team is going to give up 25 to the Bills. Put out the Denver Broncos defense. Right. I'm pretty sure they're giving up 25 to Josh Allen. That's just how that works, all right? But then you allow the 15 points, and I get it. They've got all the momentum. Josh Allen is literally playing out of his mind. I think he had, 250 yards in the fourth quarter alone? That's absurd.
Sounds about right, yeah. So, that is absolutely insane.
I'm not going to hate too much on the Ravens defense, but also, Jair Alexander, what are you doing, bro? Come on. You were supposed to be better
Alexander, than that. He was supposed to be the free agent signing who really helped the Ravens become Super Bowl contenders. When they signed Jair Alexander, we were okay, this might be the best secondary in football. And this could be the best defense in football. But your actually I don't remember the specific moment. Didn't he get burned or something like that?
He got burnt on that last drive. I think it was back-to-back plays. He was the problem because I remember I was that was Alexander because I was on call with someone last night. I was Alexander just messed that up, and then the very next play I was that's Alexander again. What's going on?
Honestly, yeah, it's just one of those. It's absolutely absurd. But no, I think you're absolutely right there. I think like clearly, like I mean, if the score of the game is 41-40, then clearly both defenses left something to be desired.
Right, but I think I want to focus more on the offenses, though. I think the offenses are just so good from both these teams that it doesn't matter which defenses were out there. Not last night, at least. Because, I mean, how do you stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry when they're playing like that?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I know we're going to focus on the offenses, but just real quick point, it'll be interesting, though, like, you know, how far these teams can go. Just like, so I think last year, the Bills' defense was like a concern, like in some of these
especially that games. Interior defensive line. They just couldn't get the stops they needed at crucial moments.
Am I misremembering? Didn't they drop a lot of points to the Lions? I want to say Lions-Bills last year was like pretty high scoring.
That sounds right.
Lions Bills 2024. I mean, yeah, but like 48-42. That's what I'm talking about. So like literally like both teams scored 40. So it would be interesting to see, and like I know the old saying, like, you know, defense wins championships or whatnot, but maybe like in this league, like just double the offense is going to win championships and have a good defense.
It's why the Chiefs have been getting through the past few years, because they have a good enough offense at the right moments, and then a defense that shuts down these offenses when they meet in the playoffs, at least enough to win the game. So I feel like you have to have a little bit of both at least, and hopefully we see these defenses improve throughout the year by just not playing each other again, because I think these are probably the two best offenses in the league.
Ultimately, yeah, those teams did have insane players. Like the Bills are not going to face Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry every game, and like
Zay Flowers, give him his flowers, unironically, because he played an amazing game. Right. I don't know why more people weren't talking about his breakout this year. Like, come on, he's a really good player.
He had a really good game, and then like Josh Allen and James Cook and Keon Coleman. Give Keon Coleman his flowers.
Oh yeah, he crossed 100 yards. Second year breakout might be coming for him.
He had some like, you know, I mean, maybe he didn't have like as electric plays like Zay Flowers did, but he made the catches. He made some like, you know, some like tip drills and things like that. So it was a really good game. But to your point about the offenses, that's just like, you know, just where to start, like literally. I mean, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are just insane. Now, Josh Allen had to pass many more times than Lamar Jackson. I think Josh Allen had like 46 attempts. Lamar only had like 18 or something like that. So True. It is kind of a bit of it's kind of a tale of two, like,
it's just different offenses,
I guess. To where, like, I mean, the Bills are trailing the whole game, so Josh Allen is forced to throw, and he's doing everything he can. Like, I think he had a pretty flawless game, right? I mean, well, not literally, but like, he didn't have a turnover, I don't think.
No, he did everything he could to keep the Buffalo Bills in the game, and all he could request was one mistake from the Ravens, and then Derrick Henry had that fumble, which, that's not usually what happens. Derrick Henry doesn't throw the game away.
First player in history to, like, go for 170 yards and lose your team the game.
Yeah,
like, that's
right.
Absolutely... I mean, like, if you're Derrick Henry, like, I wonder how people look at you in the locker room. Because, like, most people, like, I'm sure, like, Dario Gubalale on the Texans, he fumbled the game-winning drive. I'm sure, like, now he's a veteran. He's, like, kind of established as, like, a backup running back. So it's not like he's going to get cut or anything like that. But
he doesn't have the same name value that Derrick Henry has.
No, yeah, but I'm sure people were looking at him weirdly on the plane ride back. But Derrick Henry, if I'm a teammate, I almost don't really care that much. Like, I mean, that's a bad fumble, but you really just carried our team, like, literally.
Yeah, no, you take Derrick Henry away, and Buffalo probably was the team leading for most of that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, if you're a Ravens fan, you think that Derrick Henry was the problem, then I just don't know what to tell you. But no. And I think if anything, it's more of like the defense and maybe coaching, you know, being more of a problem. I mean, you were even pointing out, like, in that field goal, not to like skip ahead, but before the Bills attempted the field goal, like the Ravens should have saved their timeout, right?
Yeah, they got down to, what was it, 30, 32 seconds, and they have one timeout left. And I was telling someone in that moment, they should not use the timeout immediately, because then what happened was, you know, Buffalo took a knee, or maybe ran it a little bit. I don't remember what exactly it was.
Ran something like that.
They set up Prater where he wanted to be on the field, and then let the time run all the way down, and then kick the field goal as time expired, so there's no chance for the Ravens to play that out. But if they had just waited, let the time run down to about the 15-second mark, and then use the timeout, what you have there is the Buffalo Bills offense comes onto the field, and either they take a knee, and then the special teams unit has to rush out onto the field to get there on time and kick the field goal.
Right.
Or Buffalo has to kick the field goal with 15 seconds left, and then what happens is the Ravens have a little bit of time left on the clock, meaning they technically have a chance. I'm sure the outcome is the same either way, But that increases
Right.
their odds of having some kind of
You
miracle
do need
win.
that extra play. Like, if you can take the extra play, you do
Yeah,
it.
because taking the timeout immediately, like Harbaugh did, does not help at all. You're just delaying the inevitable. You are surrendering in that moment, just hoping Prater, a legendary kicker, misses from really short range. So I didn't understand that at all, because you might as well just not use the timeout at all if you're going to use it immediately.
Also, couldn't you, like, theoretically... Now, I'm still trying to conceptualize. I do understand what you're saying overall. I just didn't really think about it during the game.
Sure.
I mean, you're smarter than me in that realm. Like, I mean, you'd probably be a better coach than I would be. But because he could also theoretically use to like ice the kicker. Right? Because what I'm saying is that like maybe like if the Bills realized he was going to save his timeout, they just rushed the field goal unit on, and it's kind of the same outcome anyway. But if you're Harbaugh, at the very least, he can ice the kicker.
Yeah.
I guess maybe like. And I know, like, I mean, obviously, John Harbaugh is, like, one of the best coaches in the league, probably top 5 for, like, my money's worth. But sometimes even these, like, you just get these situations you don't necessarily expect to happen. And probably most fans just sitting on the couch are probably just like, yeah, just call the timeout, So, like, maybe he was just a little bit, like, under pressure. It was a new situation. I don't know.
I don't know either. It was a stressful situation. I'm not trying to hate on him too much for not using that timeout, but it is true that he has a history of these chokes. It's the Ravens choking a lot. It used to be the Falcons and Chargers who had that reputation, but at this point, I think the Ravens choke more often, which, amazing, right? Like, they have a game like this every year, it feels like. So
yes, I mean the memes write themselves. Like you see all these like box scores where the Ravens are completely winning. It's like they lost all these games.
Yeah, if a team lost one of those games, it's like, wow, what a choke. But the Ravens do it routinely, and you have to wonder how. That offense can't be stopped until the very end of the game when if they go 3 and out, the other team can win. That's the only time their offense seems to have an issue, which is just amazing to me.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I don't know. I mean, it's weird.
Absolutely crazy. But yeah, that was just such a thriller game. Obviously, just like just one of the probably going to be like a game that we talk about for years to come. This classic between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
It's really pivotal too, like this season, because that game might be what decides playoff seeding between these teams.
Very
not just as in a 2-3 matchup. It might be for the 1 seed, given that the Chiefs start 0-1.
Yeah. Right, that's true. I mean, imagine a scenario where like. I mean, we'll talk about the Chiefs later. Maybe they're a little bit... I'm not trying to overreact. Maybe they're going to win, like, 10, 11 games, and it's like, maybe both teams win, like, 12 or 13, but, like, this is a tiebreaker. Like, you never know, right?
Yeah, it's going to... In week 1, it's going to be a factor for all 18 weeks. So, we'll see how it plays out, but I definitely enjoyed that instant classic last night, and I feel bad for anyone who turned off the game or left early. I can't believe there were Bills fans who left.
If you're a Bills fan who left the game, it's like, because, like, it was the type of thing, like, I was watching with my Bills fans friends, and obviously they were pretty, depressed when it was, like, but then I was telling him, like, this is still a 2-possession game. Like, I know it doesn't really seem that way, because, like, every time you give the ball back to Lamar, Derrick Henry's just going to take off, but you're still in the game. I would say, like, in that type of situation, once you're down 3 possessions, I understand, like, leaving early or turning off the game or something, but, like, especially when you have like an MVP like at your quarterback, a Hall of Famer at quarterback.
Yeah,
if you're down 2 possessions, it doesn't really like.
I don't really understand leaving early in general if you paid to be there, like unless you're just getting blown out 49-0.
Yeah, just beat traffic at that point. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Like, I mean, I understand like if it's like like you'd have to get an onside kick, you're down 2 possessions. Like I kind of even then like you might as well stick it out.
Right.
But I just don't. I mean, the few football games I've been to, it's just like you just stick it till the bitter end, unless you're getting blown out. So,
but you do you, I guess. It's your choice, your money.
You do you indeed.
Yeah, well, amazing game. Really looking forward to seeing what these teams do this year. It's obvious they're both going to be really good yet again, as we all expected. The only question is, can either of them go all the way? And I really hope that they meet again in the playoffs. I think we all should root for that.
Into the playoffs, you said, or the Super Bowl, or what?
Well, they can't meet in the Super Bowl.
Oh, you said they. I thought you said get in. I
hope they meet in the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought you said I hope they both get into the playoffs, and I'm like, well, I think they'll get into the playoffs. Like,
yeah, I don't think there's any doubt there.
It's not like they're the Texans or the Panthers.
Yeah, I think the Bills have basically already won their division after 1 week. I mean, Miami looks like they are not going to be able to match the Bills' win total at all. Even if the Bills lose that, I don't think Miami's going to match their total at this point. I'm kidding. They aren't going 0-17, but they are that bad. We'll get to them later. But like, yeah, the Bills are obviously a lock for the playoffs at this point.
Seems like it, yes. It is kind of a war crime that at this point, Lamar Jackson nor Josh Allen have gone to a Super Bowl. So you would think maybe this is the year. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if the, maybe this is a good transition to talk about the game in Brazil between the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning AFC champions, and the LA Chargers, who defeated the Kansas City Chiefs. So therefore, the Chiefs are last place in the AFC West.
They are the only winless team in that division, which is amazing. I love it so. I'm not even a Chiefs hater, but I love that so much. You guys know I loved that result because I was the one who was dumb enough to pick the Chargers to win in Week 1. But hey, it wasn't that dumb. Turns out I was right. I was so happy. I immediately made a short after the game. I think that's got 1,500 views right now. So thank you everyone who viewed it. So that felt good. That was a great game, honestly. The Chargers led for most of it, if not all of it, I think.
Right.
Really enjoyed that. Justin Herbert looks like he could be taking that next step this year, going back into that elite status. Because at one point, we did call him an elite quarterback. And these past couple of years, we just kind of have stopped. More of the memes have been coming out, if boy, hypothetical guy, whatever. But I think this year, he looks ready. Dating Madison Beer apparently turned him into a superstar. Imagine that.
Imagine that, for real.
I still don't really know who Madison Beer is. I just know she's popular.
I think she's a singer? Is she a singer or an actress? I don't know.
One of the two.
If she's a singer, though, I haven't heard very many of her songs. But I don't even... I'm gonna...
Yeah, dude, I don't know anything about her. I just know Justin Herbert's dating her, and we apparently care.
She's a singer, songwriter, model, actor, well, actress, I guess, and show judge. I wouldn't have thought that.
So she's all the things.
I guess she's a jack of all trades at this point. But, yeah, no, it was a really good game by Justin Herbert. I saw bits and pieces of the game and then just kind of watched towards the end.
I watched that whole game on Tom Grassi's stream. That was awesome.
Yeah, so you'll have a better sort of full-blown reaction than I will. But it did seem like, I thought Mahomes still played pretty good. I think clearly I'm gonna have to take back my stance of Mahomes having a revenge tour MVP level. He's gonna throw 45 touchdowns, something like that. I do think he's due for one of those, at some point in his career.
He doesn't have weapons this year, apparently, because Xavier Worthy...
That is right. Xavier Worthy got taken out of the game by...
Yeah, Travis Kelce tried to kill him on the field, and no one noticed.
His top weapons are, Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown, right? And Travis Kelce,
That is correct. No, Kelce only had 2 receptions in that game.
Right, that's kind of sad. But I do think at some point we're gonna have a Pat Mahomes renaissance. I don't think it'll be this year.
It's going to be when he leaves the Chiefs and goes to the Panthers next year. So, who said that? Yeah, but no. I watched the game and I mean, Mahomes looked a little off, but again, you're naming the guys he's thrown to is Juju Smith-Schuster, who, yes, he is still in the league. Thank you for noticing. Hollywood Brown, he is still with the Chiefs. Travis Kelce was 3rd in receiving. He's old. 2 receptions. I didn't think he did a whole lot in that game. He had a touchdown, so great.
Yeah,
in the running game, I was going to say,
wide open, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just wide open. Broken coverage
or something. Yeah, I didn't think he. I mean, obviously.
Hey, game break here. Chicago Bears are on the board with a touchdown. They take the lead over the Vikings.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah,
Caleb Williams with the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like the Bears are moving the ball pretty efficiently. I kind of glance at it and I saw one play where of course Caleb is holding onto the ball, but then he checked it down to DeAndre Swift, I think, and that actually went for either a first down or very close. I was like, okay, he's maybe holding onto the ball, but he's not taking a sack or doing anything crazy with it.
He managed that very well after a Vikings 3-and-out, I think, to start the game.
Yeah, first drive reaction. I didn't even realize the Vikings had the ball, but first drive reaction.
That's how short they had it.
Looks like a pretty methodical drive by the Bears, but yeah, good call out. But yeah,
back to what we were saying though. Broken coverage. Kelce got a good touchdown, but yeah, it was nothing special. And I was gonna say the run game for the Chiefs was abysmal. I've got the stats pulled up right now. Pacheco 5 carries for 25 yards. Yeah, that's 5 yards per carry, so that's fine. But he only got 5 carries. Kareem Hunt also got 5 carries for 16 yards. I don't know why they split carries.
Why didn't the Chiefs establish the run game? Were they trailing the whole game?
They were trailing the whole game. I don't really know why they didn't establish it. They had Mahomes throw it 39 times. I would have liked to see more runs for Pacheco. And Mahomes led the team in rushing, by the way. 6 carries for 57 yards. Which is great, but, it's not usually ideal if your quarterback leads you in rushing unless you're the Ravens.
I mean, yeah, unless you're Lamar Jackson, right? But I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Like, I have Pacheco in one of my fantasy leagues, and that was not a great showing. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, like the Chiefs. Mahomes. I guess you have the stats up. He had a pretty okay game, right?
Yeah. 249 yards or 58 yards, one touchdown. So
yeah,
they let he had a rushing touchdown too. I think Mahomes had a really good game overall. And he had the Mahomes magic too. Like I think you saw some of the Mahomes magic plays. Like it's amazing. I think somebody said Mahomes is basically Jameis Winston if all his stupid ideas worked, and I thought that was the best way to describe what Mahomes does. It's so true.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, like ultimately, and again, you really think about it, Mahomes does not have weapons. Like his top 2 receivers are Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Right. Now, when Rashee Rice comes back, I think that changes. So after week 6, you might expect the Chiefs' offense to really pick things up.
So, all right, hear me out here. So Rashee Rice returns, and that's probably about the trade deadline. And they trade for Tyreek Hill.
No.
I think the league would be put on notice if that were the case.
I'd rather have Rashee Rice right now. I mean, they're both crappy human beings, but at least one of them is young.
Right. You just you somehow get Ruggs out of jail and have him join the team.
The Chiefs would.
Right. But no, that would be. I don't know why. Even though in theory I'm a Texans fan, I should be rooting against it. I'm still kind of waiting for that Mahomes vengeance tour.
I think the league is better if Mahomes is at least fun to watch.
That's true.
Yes. I think the bigger issue from this game that we should be taking away is the defense for the Chiefs, because we were kind of assuming they were going to have a good defense again, because I don't think they really lost crucial pieces to last year's defense. Maybe they did and we just missed it, but they could not stop Herbert in the offense. I mean, Herbert had himself a day.
They still have Chris Jones. They have Karlaftis. I mean, I don't think they lost anyone critical.
Yeah. And they still have McDuffie in the secondary.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they should, and on paper, they should still be fine, but that secondary struggled to stop Herbert and those receivers, which credit to those receivers, by the way. Quentin Johnston! Shout out Quentin Johnston, that's my guy. I've been talking him up all offseason. I'm his #1 defender, even though I still called him a wide receiver 2 at best. He had a great game. It's Quentin Johnston's season.
I mean, he's a solid receiver. And he's look at what happens when he doesn't drop ball. I know he had one drop ball technically, which was kind of hard to bring in. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
one, but,
I wouldn't blame him for that.
It's just whatever.
We were saying all offseason, people got to chill on him. He hasn't had that many drops. They just happen to be really bad situations when he has those drops, so they get noticed.
For sure, it's funny because I'm in a dynasty league, which I think and at some point. And this was when the value was there, but I drafted Quentin Johnson. I have multiple league mates make fun of me. They're like, "Are we now drafting receivers who can't catch the ball?" And it's there's value there. I wanted to just send a screenshot of that stat line and be
you should
reply to that message from 2 months ago.
You totally should have.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, probably
imagine.
Late now. But no, when he goes off next week, I will be sure to do that because I think he's decent value. I mean, his ceiling is probably a wide receiver 2. Maybe he'd be a wide receiver 1.
His ceiling's a 1 after that game. I'm not even joking. If he can keep playing like that, he's a 1.
McConkey?
Yeah, in this game he was. I mean, he had.
Well, I mean, just overall, you think he's because I agree in this game he was probably better. But
in terms of potential, I think Johnston's always had more potential than McConkey. He just hasn't shown much through his first 2 seasons. If he can realize his potential, then yeah, he's a potential 1. I'm not saying he's gonna be, but I am saying inside him he does have that potential.
Yeah. Well, I was glad to see Quentin Johnston go off because that did help justify my pick. But anyway,
I also do think, by the way, unpopular opinion, since everyone fell in love with him last year, I do think Ladd McConkey's more of a 2 than a 1. I've never thought he was a 1, but that's just me. That's why I was never that high in the Chargers receiving room. I thought they just had a bunch of 2s, but as it turns out, there are a bunch of really good 2s. So, Johnston, McConkey, and then Third and Keenan was also there. He's back. He's really good still. Imagine that.
I know. Absolutely crazy. Yes. No, he had a touchdown reception, right?
He
Too.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson had
So,
two.
yeah, right. Justin Herbert had a day, obviously, and
Not a bad day for the ground game either for Amari and Hampton. I mean, he only averaged 3.2 yards per carry, but it's a rookie debut against a good defensive line. Had enough of a run game to help out.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think also what's worth noting is that, well, the Chiefs won all these one-score games last year. I think there were 10-0 one-score games last year, but also, like, the last 7 or 10, like, Chargers-Chiefs games were one-score games, almost all of which the Chiefs won, and the Chargers kind of just broke that trend. So,
Yeah.
Maybe the Chargers are turning a corner. I'm still... for my money, I'm still, even though they're last place technically, I'd still pick the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm not straying from that.
One, like it's gonna be a long season. I think the Chiefs will be better equipped for it, but definitely, Chargers could be really good. Broncos, I mean, we'll talk about them later. It looked like they did okay. I mean, they played the Titans. So I don't know if that's like really saying much, but and the Raiders, they're 1-0.
I think it says. I think that game says something about them, and it's not good. But we'll get to it later.
I heard that. I didn't really watch any of that game, really, but I did hear that, like, Bo Nix didn't play that well.
I'm shocked. Who could have seen that coming? Unbelievable.
Right. Well, I think that's about it as far as...
Last thing I am going to say, just to Chargers fans, to both of you out there, I hope you enjoyed the win. To all the Chiefs fans, please stop complaining about the refs. No one feels bad for you, all right? Just take the loss.
Oh, that's the other
focus.
thing. I did notice, like, the refs seem to, like, not favor the Chiefs. Like, it's kind of coming back to bite you, right? It's kind of like what comes around goes around, or whatever the saying is. Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really funny, and then we see all the Chiefs fans complaining online. Guys, no one wants to hear it. You've had your success. You've had all these close games go your favor. Just get over it.
It'd be the ultimate justice in the league if all the games the Chiefs were the ones getting the calls against. Like, that would be so funny.
I'm here for
it. Travis Kelce got punched, and apparently it was like open hand, so it wasn't ejection or whatever. He got punched and didn't get.
Oh yeah, no, that guy should have been tossed from the game. Honestly, that was.
No, I agree, but it still is kind of funny. Yeah.
But yeah, like, no one feels bad for the Chiefs fans over that. We're beyond that at this point, so just deal with it.
Yep. Just deal with it. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think those were the only primetime games, besides this game that's currently going, that we still haven't.
Right. And obviously the Thursday night game, but we did commentate on that one, so if you want our thoughts on that game...
We did a commentary stream, so if you want to see our reaction, you can watch that video.
And we will do more commentary next week, or at some point, by the way, just for anyone who's listening. We're going to do more of that.
Yeah,
we enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. No, we do have some commentary streams, potentially lined up. But, I mean, technically, this is kind of a mini commentary. I mean, not really. We're not really reacting play-by-play. But
Caleb having a perfect game so far is pretty nice, though. Love to see it.
Oh, let's see. He's holding... Okay.
You're going to dump it off.
I like this decision made by Caleb. He'll just, he'll see what's out there. If he doesn't like what he sees, he just checks it down.
Yeah, he's making his reads and not making bad decisions. 7 for 7.
Ben Johnson's really been coaching him. I know the Bears got a lot of, I don't know, criticism or whatever about, how Ben Johnson is, being hard on Caleb and everything like that. But,
oh, no. How dare your coach be hard on you? That's so terrible.
Anyway, do you just want me to, do you just want me to just, name games and then we just,
Yeah, let's keep doing that. You choose the games.
The first game, which I think will be a funny one to react to. I'm not sure if I have many thoughts about the game itself necessarily, but... The Colts and Daniel Jones beat down the Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill by a score of 33-8. So, Isaac, is this more of a Daniel Jones resurrection season, or just a Dolphins collapse?
So let me go back to some of the things we joked about in the offseason about how Daniel Jones was going to come out and throw for 300, maybe 400 yards against the Dolphins in Week 1 because their secondary doesn't exist. I mean, we were joking, but we were right. So, I'm not even surprised that Danny Dimes had an amazing game because, honestly, looking at that secondary, who's not going to have an amazing game, all right? Give him his flowers, credit where it's due, good for Daniel Jones. Love to see it. He is Indiana Jones now, all right? We are locking in that nickname, so good for him. But this says more about Miami than it does Indianapolis. Because we both picked Miami to win this game, I believe. And we both did this knowing their defense was going to be abysmal. But we were believing that as long as Tua is healthy, they're going to be good. Tua had a pathetic game. I don't know how, I don't know why, but he couldn't do anything right. 2 interceptions. He was accurate for most of the game.
Horrible interceptions.
Yeah.
At least one of the interceptions I saw was horrible. Like boneheaded plays. Like I just yes.
Yeah, it's like he probably got concussed pregame and they just let him play anyway. That's what it looked like, at least. The throws he was making, that's what it looked like.
I think so, yeah.
The run game didn't really get established given that you were trailing by multiple scores for most of the game. Achan, let's see, 7 carries. Your star running back only had 7 carries. Do I need to tell you why that's a problem?
Right.
He took those 7 carries for 55 yards. Maybe you should have been running it more. He had a good game. Effective, at least. No one else worth talking about in the run game. Tyreek Hill, 4 receptions, 40 yards. He's an outstanding human being, so obviously he doesn't deserve to rot in Miami anymore. Trade him away.
Right. Yes.
He'll
be rewarded for his good citizenship by being traded to Kansas City and reuniting with Mahomes.
I'm sure that will happen because he's such a great guy. We should all be rooting for people like him. No, just terrible all around for Miami. Complain all you want on the sidelines if you're Tyreek Hill. Throw a fit if you want. Go be cryptic on social media because I'm sure that's the next step. You're part of the problem, dude. You're not helping. But no, Tua apparently is washed based on week 1.
Right. Yes. I was trying to think if I have any friends. I don't think so, but I feel so bad for Dolphins fans. It's like, what?
The way you said it, you were like, I'm trying to think of if I have any friends.
No,
I don't think I
did
do.
realize. Well, once you kind of laughed, I kind of realized that. That's why I said literally, but like.
Yeah, sorry,
like
I'm immature still.
Yeah, I don't think I have any friends, but if I did have Dolphins fans friends, I feel so bad for them because it's like, I mean, literally, everyone's like excited for football to come, and like you think maybe your team could be a fringe playoff team if all goes right, and then this happens.
No, we do have a Dolphins fan who subscribed to us, and maybe he watches us quietly. So to him, I'm sorry, man. You came into our chat one time, and you were hyping up Miami. Yeah. You had us thinking more positively after that too.
Dude, I would love to hear from you if you happen to be around. Like, you should literally like open invite. Just come on the show. We will schedule around you and just vent. Like, it'll be our first fan interview or whatever. Just like vent. You can rage as long as you use don't use bad words or anything like that. Like you can just we
are family friendly after all.
Yes, for sure. But anyway, but yeah, Dolphins fans, I feel like you can feel bad for like other fans of teams. Like you can feel bad. You can feel bad for me, but at least like we had a good defensive performance. We'll probably be fine. But yeah. I literally feel bad because I mean, most other fans of like losing teams, they're probably bad anyway, or they had some hope. Dolphins, I yeah.
Now you guys got out of a rebuild. You had the flashy coaching hire. You kept Tua, and he had a better season immediately. You got this super fast running back who's really good. You trade for Tyreek Hill. It looks like your rebuild just went by super fast, but you're about to be rebuilding again, and it sucks. And I hate it for you. My team's been in a perpetual rebuild for 7 years, basically, so I have it worse, honestly. But I'm saying I get it. I'm there. I get it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just one of those. I wonder, and not to get too deep into weeds about this, but I wonder what the next steps for the Dolphins, rebuild are. I mean, fire Mike McDaniel, trade Tyreek Hill, ship Tua,
tear it all down. I think you trade Waddle, too.
Oh, really? Do you think you trade Waddle?
I don't think he's that good. If you get any, or at least right now, he wasn't very good last year. I don't think he's doing anything this year. If you get any value for him, I'm saying you trade him away.
I guess. I could also see, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Waddle would love to be traded, but I don't know. Maybe I don't necessarily disagree with. I mean, maybe if you can trade him or trade.
Well, I guess also is what do you do at quarterback? Because if you draft a rookie and you have the audacity to start him immediately, then you better hold on to Waddle. Give him some.
That's what I'm thinking too. That was actually what I was going to say, which is that if you're going to rebuild with a rookie, you can have Waddle's your established veteran.
But I'm such a stickler for not starting rookie quarterbacks if you can help it. So in an ideal world, you draft a rookie and don't start him.
So draft. So you sign Kirk Cousins, then draft Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, do that.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, I think they need to try to draft Arch Manning so they can have the Texas quarterback room because that's funny. And then go sign a former Texas quarterback.
Is Arch Manning still overrated, or did he kind of prove himself that he's
I don't really know where the media is with him right now, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably still overrating him because he was fine last week, but He's not even going to be in the draft. I don't know why everyone insists on putting him in their mock drafts. It's for the clicks, but, seems pretty clear he's not going to the draft next year at this point.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I think that's kind of like the type of move. Like, obviously, you're moving on from McDaniel, you're trading Tyreek Hill, probably keep Waddle as like your wide receiver one.
You keep Achane too, and you convert to a run-first team. Because you have Ollie Gordon as his backup too, because he's supposed to be pretty decent. He didn't get a chance to show that this week because his team around him was terrible, but... No, I think that's what I would... If I'm running Miami, I'm signing a veteran quarterback. I am drafting... Ideally, Lenore Sellers if you're going to be a run-first team. And I'm going to feed Achane and Ollie Gordon next year. And you just try to survive, and you keep building up the team around them. You're going to have to put some resources into the defense, because the secondary is non-existent. But that's what I would do. That's where I would start if I'm rebuilding the Dolphins. I don't know who you hire as your coach, though. That's a big question.
It's not going to be a very attractive opening, which 2 years ago would have been a great opening, I think. But especially with Hill gone and just you don't know who your quarterback is, it's not going to be great. Who are the up and coming head coach? I guess it maybe
Todd Monken, the Ravens offensive coordinator, he might get a shot. I've heard his name a couple times.
No,
George's offense, I will say, has not been the same ever since he left for the Ravens offensive coordinator job. Because Todd Monken, he was our offensive coordinator, and I miss him. I miss him.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other main candidates are. It seems like most of them just got hired last year. So,
I think it's just gonna be as the season progresses, there's gonna be someone that just kind of rises up, and it's just because I think it does seem well, I had an intrusive thought. I'll say it out loud. Not Mike McCarthy.
Oh gosh. Mike
McCarthy on the Dolphins.
Please no. Keep McDaniel by all means.
No, probably not. I mean, I don't know. There are other retread head coaches.
Bill Belichick.
Right. Return to play New England twice a year.
That would be funny.
Yes, I don't think the Dolphins would hire him, but
I mean, there's this guy named Brian Flores. Maybe he would be a good coach for them.
Oh yeah, Brian Flores. He's a defensive coordinator, right? He's on the Vikings. I mean, he's actually playing, or not playing, but he's actually currently coaching.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
That's a pretty solid fit. I think the Vikings defense has been good. With him on board.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't want to hire a guy like him.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whoever Denver's defensive coordinator is could be a candidate, since they're going to have an elite defense again, most likely. Your defensive coordinator could be a name to watch, too, and you don't want to hear that, but...
Well, I'm fine with it, though, because D'Amico is really technically our defensive coordinator is Matt Burke, which I don't know if he is a head coaching candidate, but really it's D'Amico, so I really don't
I mean, I don't really know any of the candidates at this point, so I'm just throwing ideas out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see as the weeks kind of progress. Hey, you know what? Aaron Rodgers just had a 4-touchdown game, and his offensive coordinator might be a good head coach, you would think.
Well, I mean, he's already got the Titans job kind of queued up after they fire their coach, so...
Right. Totally.
Okay,
well... Didn't expect to react to Colts Dolphins for 10 minutes, but...
Well, I mean, it's really intriguing when one team is just that embarrassing and the other has Indiana Jones at quarterback, so...
No, that's true.
No, shout out to the Colts overall. They deserve the win, for sure. Tyler Warren, great debut, by the way. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Great debut for Tyler Warren.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, obviously, Daniel Jones had a great debut, but we'll see if that can sustain for a 17-game season.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just real quick, is Anthony Richardson not going to get traded? Is he just going to be the backup?
I mean, I think that probably depends on how Daniel Jones continues to play, because if he, doesn't play as well as he did in Week 1, then they'll probably start losing games, and then you give Richardson a chance at some point. But if they keep winning games, then why would they keep him? Might as well trade him.
Right. Yeah.
Carolina could use a quarterback.
Right. All right. Well, speaking of quarterbacks, let's talk about this next game where the quarterbacks were switched and playing each other. That being the Jets versus Steelers.
I wanted the Jets to win this game so badly.
Aaron Rodgers, MVP tour coming again, 4-touchdown game.
No, I think the Jets defense just sucks. I think that's what this really was. I didn't even think he had that great of a game, which, I mean, it was a good game, obviously, especially for his age. All things considered, good. But it's not like he was player of the week or something, you know?
I do think, like, the stats were a little inflated. Like, I mean, 4 touchdown passes, you get credit for that. But I think, like, 1 or 2 of them were just, like, kind of dump-offs or something like that. And
Like, and also, your run game just didn't exist, so obviously the running backs weren't scoring touchdowns.
Right.
But that's more of a testament to how he did, though. Like, the passing game was what got them points.
Yeah, for sure. But, Jets versus Steelers. I think if I remember correctly, Jets were, like doing really well.
Oh, JJ McCarthy can run. Look at that. 10-yard gain at least for first down.
Saw that, yeah. Saw that
interesting.
On the corner of my eye. Yeah. No, very interesting for sure. But yeah, Jets versus Steelers. You really wanted the Jets to win, right?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I'm anti-Steelers for reasons.
Yes.
And also, it's just, I thought it would be really funny if the Jets, of all teams, won in Week 1, because apparently they have an offense,
sure.
which is the first time we have ever said that about the Jets. I
mean, Justin Fields did look pretty good, right? He was pretty electric, actually.
I'm going to have the audacity to say this. I thought he had a better game than Aaron Rodgers. That's what I thought.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I mean, obviously not as a passer, but you factor in his abilities on the run, or on the ground, sorry. He was fantastic. And then I think that really helped Breece Hall have a great game. Really good game. We didn't really expect much from him this year. Garrett Wilson went off, too, so good for him. It must be nice to have someone throwing him the ball.
Yep.
I don't know. It was really good to see. I wish the Jets had won. I thought it would have been really funny. And I have the Steelers going 8-9 this year, so that would have helped that bold prediction, but oh well. If the Steelers had a defense, which is also not something I thought I'd be saying, because where was their defense in this game? Give them last year's defense with this year's offense based on Week 1, they'd be a lot scarier, but really weird vibes there. Their defense allowed 32 points to the Jets. Their offense put up 34 against the Jets. I don't want to read too much into this. My guess is the Jets' defense is just terrible, and that helped Rodgers, who apparently just really hates the Jets and wanted revenge. I'm sure you saw some of his comments post-game. I'm sure that was a big factor there for a big-time quarterback like that. But I'm guessing it's simple as both defenses just aren't that good this year. I think the loss of Minka was probably more pivotal than people were admitting. Which is kind of funny, because I guess Minka didn't really help out his new team very much in Week 1, eh?
Yeah, I guess, like, it didn't, kind of a lose-lose, I guess, initial,
I mean, at least Jalen Ramsey came in and had that big play to call game at the end. So that was cool.
Yeah, I guess so,
But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty interesting. I don't really have too much other developed thoughts. I didn't really watch, like, most of the game other than that, like, I mean, like, just, like, I tend to just be, like, just, like, generally, and I know not a lot of people are like this, but I do, like, have a little bit of, like, nostalgia for, like, the, guys like Brady and, like, Rodgers and things like that, and just kind of, like, missing them, like, being in their prime. So I am going to kind of, in that sense, root for Aaron Rodgers, even though, like, as a human being, he's kind of, like...
questionable at best.
Not the outstanding citizen that Tyreek Hill is, but, he's a little bit weird.
No one could be as good of a man as Tyreek Hill, after all.
Oh no, totally. No one. No one beats the outstanding citizen that Tyreek Hill is. No pun intended.
Allegedly.
Anyway, but no, just on kind of a sentimental level, I'm kind of gonna be rooting for Aaron Rodgers. That said, I don't really expect much. I mean, they'll probably just like win 9 games, just drag themselves to the wild card, and then get blown out by like the Bills or something like that.
Same story every year.
It was good, even if it was more of like an inflated box score. It was good to see Rodgers have a good game, but also Justin Fields, like if he keeps this up, is he just the franchise quarterback in New York?
Are the Jets actually a threat this year?
Could they will themselves like 7, 8, 9 wins, and they're just kind of solid for the next few years? I mean,
are they a surprise playoff team?
It would be the first time in like 15 years. Imagine Jets like 15-year playoff drought, and Justin Fields takes you back.
Right. No, like, I'm over here saying both of these teams are probably just not that good, but maybe it's the opposite. Maybe both of these teams are elite, and that's why, sort of like with Bills-Ravens, those are amazing teams, and the defenses just couldn't keep up with the offenses. Maybe it's the same thing here for all we know. It probably isn't, but it's a fun hypothetical.
Yes. No, that's true. That would be. I mean, it's a long season, so we'll see kind of like what happens, but, you know, it is a fun thought. I mean, like, I don't think either team is, like, out of it by any means. Like, I mean, people make fun of the Jets, but, like, after that performance, if you keep it up.
I don't see anyone making fun of the Jets. Well, I mean, some people, because they lost.
Well, people generally make fun of the Jets, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, no, give them some respect after that Week 1 game, because they showed up to play, and that is more than anyone expected from them. So,
yeah.
Credit to Coach Glenn. I didn't really expect him to do very much there, but maybe he is the guy.
Right. All right. Well, on to the next game. You're probably not going to be giving the coach very much credit. That being the Panthers versus Jags. Any credit you're trying to give? Is it Canales?
Dave Canales. I don't give him blame, but there's no credit because that game was trash. Let me show you what I think of Bryce Young. I got his jersey right here because I bought it on draft night.
Uh-huh.
I got a trash bag. I'm done. I'm out on Bryce Young. I'm sorry. I know it's only 1 week, but he was supposed to break out this year. Someone forgot to tell him, and I don't know. Our football abilities are just trash, and I don't know why. I don't know why we still suck, but yeah, I'm out, man. It's going to be a long year. I had us going 8-9, which felt reasonable, but we did not take that extra step on offense. We only put up 3 points against the Jags defense, and it's not like they have that good of a defense. I watched that whole game. They didn't do anything special. We got outcoached, seemingly, by a first-year head coach. I don't know. We looked like we weren't ready to play football. I don't know, man. I don't know. I put out a short on the channel yesterday that kind of gave the full extent of my thoughts on the game. Because, yeah, that's all that I needed. Just less than a minute to share how that game went. We're trash. We're poverty. We're tanking, I guess. I don't know what we're doing. No one really knows.
Yeah. Is that all you had to say? Do you have any more?
I could go on for an hour, but you go ahead and speak before we actually do.
Yeah, I mean, like, as a fan, I'm disappointed. And that's not just because my co-host is a Panthers fan, but, like, I think we were all looking forward. Like, we saw the 6 games that Bryce Young played, and he looked really good. And, like, I even said, like, no bias, because, my friend's a Panthers fan. Like, no bias. Like, he looked good in some of these games in which y'all played. And it's just, like, I know it's only 1 game, and I know maybe the fact that you're out is maybe no reaction, because he'll have a decent performance next week against whoever y'all play, and then it's like, oh, we're back. But, you're giving me the that's not happening look.
We're playing Arizona next week, and we own them, so even if we win, I'm just going to be like, yeah, of course, we own them. But at this point, I don't know if I'm even picking us to win next week. Arizona should beat us.
Yeah. It's just such a bummer that, like, Bryce Young is not looking good. I mean, he, like, I know there's the clip, like, he got distracted by, like, a Jumbotron thing, which is, it's just kind of funny, but it's also, like,
It's not a good look when you threw an interception on the very next play. And it was a bad one, too. He had 2 interceptions, by the way. They were both pretty bad, I thought. And then one of them, one didn't count. There was 1 interception. It was a pick 6. Fortunately, they were holding on the play. So the score was almost like 27-3.
Yeah, Caleb Williams has 10 straight completions, which is kind of crazy.
Caleb is balling out right now. Love to see it.
No, he's really balling out.
One of the few predictions that I might get to be happy with.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did we both pick the Bears?
I think we did. Even though you are high in the Vikings and low on the Bears, we just had the same vibe for week 1.
Yeah. The trade is about to haunt you again, isn't it going to be?
The Bears-Panthers trade?
Yes.
I'm not. I wasn't. No, I don't care. It's like, whatever. I mean, the trade would have been good for us if we took Stroud, probably. Maybe. Although you can talk about Stroud's struggles later. I'm not going to be blaming him, though.
No. I mean, I think the blame is far from him. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, like, just really, that's my one thought, which is that really disappointing that Bryce Young didn't look good. And, like Jags won, but I don't think anyone thinks the Jags.
You know,
were
with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, he only had 72 passing yards. You know how impressive that is?
Yes,
That's
for sure.
Yeah. Credit to the Jags. They showed up, which is all they really had to do to win this game. Not even joking.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they didn't do anything special though.
At least we saw Travis Hunter's debut. Like he had like a catch, right, or something like that, or a few.
Yeah, I think I tweeted out or responded to a tweet. It was like, stop glazing Travis Hunter. He didn't do anything in this game. I'm tired of hearing this. Let me read you his stats.
He had an okay like rookie debut, but like he's not.
If you want to glaze a rookie receiver in that game, talk about Ted McMillan, because that is the one. I'm sorry, not the one. We had two good players in that game. J.C. Horn had an amazing one-handed pick. That was awesome. We turned it into 0 points right after, but hey, it was still cool. Ted McMillan, his debut was 5 receptions. Let me get the real stats so I don't misspeak. 5 receptions for 68 yards. Given how badly Bryce played, that's really good. He has almost a highlight play with a one-handed catch. It drew PI, so it was still good for us, but the fact that he even made the effort, that's more than Xavier Leggett's been doing on the field, so yikes. Sure. Who were we talking about? Travis Hunter. Yeah, he had, let's see, one more reception than Ted. He had 6 receptions for a stunning 33 yards. So good. So good. And people talk about his two-way ability. He only played a handful of snaps on defense, so didn't really affect the game. Didn't affect the game at all, really. He could have sat out, and they still would have won by just as much.
Right. No, I think Travis Hunter, for being the number 2 overall pick. I mean, you know, obviously he'll develop, and we'll see if he turns out to be a really good player.
Definitely, he'll be fine. I'm not worried.
Not exactly like he's hitting the ground running. Exactly. I mean, solid game, solid game by Travis Hunter, but you know,
yeah, he wasn't the best rookie on the field, though. I'll tell you that.
Right, yeah, for sure.
And you know I'm not being biased because I've been crapping on my team while we were talking about them.
All right, do you want to transition out of crapping on your team and making fun of the New Orleans Saints, who in their atrocious uniforms lost to the Cardinals?
Yeah, what did I tell you? If you're going to play like crap, you might as well look like it, because that's what they looked like. They actually looked like crap out there.
Yes.
Although the play on the field, unfortunately, was not that of the worst team in the league, because the Miami Dolphins of 2025 do exist now. So, congratulations, Saints. You move up in my power rankings, most likely, to 31. Miami's going to debut at 33. The Saints, I mean, I don't really know what their plan is. They started Spencer Rattler. He wasn't terrible, but obviously his ceiling is not that of a starting quarterback. This is a backup starting for them, right? Running game didn't do very much. Chris Olave, they were actively trying to kill out there for, you know, however long he's been in the year. They're doing it every year to him. I don't know why they hate that man. So Juwan Johnson apparently led the team in receiving, 8 receptions, 76 yards. Pretty underrated tight end, I'm not going to lie.
Oh no, Caleb Williams had an incompletion targeting Hall of Famer DJ Moore.
The same DJ Moore that we should have had on our team still? Oh no. Oh well.
Sorry, anyway, go ahead.
I'm so beyond caring at this point. Yeah. No, that wasn't a very good throw. Defensive play though was great. That was good defense. Yeah, not much notable about the Saints. Just they're trying to kill Chris Olave. The running game didn't do much, and they're starting a backup quarterback. And yet, because the Arizona Cardinals don't like putting bad teams away, it stayed close. Cardinals controlled this game for most of it, and then only won by 7. The Saints had the ball at the very end. If they scored a touchdown, we're going to overtime, which I hated that so much. I hated that there was a chance that the Saints might win. Fortunately, they didn't, though, so I got to be a happy hater.
Nice. Yes. Nice. I don't really have any thoughts. I mean, the fact that Spencer Rattler is your week 1 starter is actually a problem. And, I know he's second year, and maybe you think he can develop, but, no.
The fact that Tyler Shuck couldn't beat him out for the job is very concerning to me.
That would be concerning. But I don't know, poor Alvin Kamara, poor Chris Olave. It's going to be a long season.
Chris Olave is the only one I feel bad for because I think he's got the talent to be a wide receiver 1, but they literally are trying to kill him. It's amazing that they do it every year, and then Saints fans are like, why can't he stay healthy? Why can't your quarterback throw a good pass? That's the real question. Some players to highlight, though, real quick, because we're both going to agree on Marvin Harrison Jr. 5 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Wow! The second-year player might be really good this year. Wow, even though the media was making fun of him last year for having a bad rookie season.
He didn't have a good season as Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. He sucked, therefore.
Wow, yeah, it's a crazy that he had a good game in week 1. Who could have seen that coming?
Right.
No, shout out Marvin Harrison Jr. We see you, buddy. We see you. You're still good. We didn't stop believing.
I actually drafted you in multiple fantasy leagues. I think I drafted you too. Yes, and we're both believers, and so far that has paid off.
See, when I say publicly I believe in a player, I usually try to avoid drafting them, because then if my belief is wrong, then it costs me in multiple ways. But in your case, Marvin Harrison Jr., I went for it. I drafted you in a lot of leagues. Another player I want to shout out, though, because I don't think a lot of people will, it's Trey Benson. He led the team in rushing. Only 8 carries, but 69 yards. 8.6 average per carry. James Conner, massive respect to you for even still being in the league and being a starter. Not his best day, though. 12 carries, 39 yards.
Yeah.
Trey Benson might be still in that job this year.
Yep.
Name to watch.
Yep. James Conner put on RB2 notice, I guess.
And that is okay. He's 30 years old. It's amazing he's been an RB1 for this long.
Yeah, you've had a good career. You were, once upon a time, Le'Veon Bell's backup.
Oh, man, back in the good old days.
For sure. All right. Shall we transition to another game I didn't really pay too much attention to, that being Commanders-Giants.
Did anyone pay much attention to this game? I mean, it went pretty predictably, I'm not going to lie.
Jaden Daniels had a pretty solid game. Did we need to do Russell Wilson? Didn't really have a great game.
17 out of 37.
For Russell, right? Or
Russell Wilson, 17 of 37. Somehow. One of the few quarterbacks worse than Bryce Young this week? Maybe? No, sorry, he didn't turn it over. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, he's doing checkdowns every play, so like it's kind of understandable. At least Bryce is like trying to throw the ball down the field to some extent, right?
Yeah, I guess a couple of times. I had to think about it, because I honestly wasn't sure, because our offense was so dull at times that we just weren't trying. But yeah, no, he did a couple of times.
Yeah.
No, Jaden Daniels had a pretty good game. Hey, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, or Bill Krosky-Merritt, led the team in rushing. 10 carries, 82 yards. If you grabbed him in fantasy last week, shout out to you. That was a good move. They said Austin Eckler was RB1. He only had 6 carries. Yikes.
Oh, that is a yikes. I thought Deebo Samuel had a touchdown. Did he have a good game overall?
He had 7 receptions for 77 yards and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Deebo, look at you. Vintage Deebo performance. Scary Terry, kind of disappointed in him. 2 receptions for 27 yards after all offseason, wanting the payment. You expect more after you get paid, you know?
Right. Yeah. You would expect more from someone like that, but
I'm sure the Giants have a really good corner who shut him down, though. Definitely, because they're known for having a good secondary.
Yes, totally. Yep. Anyway, yeah. I mean, just about what we expected from the game, like Giants commander. I mean, clearly Russell Wilson is just a placeholder. It's just a matter of when, not if. Or sorry, a matter of. Yeah, when, not if, Russell Wilson is benched for Jackson Dart.
See, that's something I disagree with, though. Because I don't think Dart should have to start this year. At least not until very late in the season. If I'm the Giants, I would have never had Russell Wilson anyway. I would have gone with Jameis.
If you're saying like you disagree that shouldn't be the case? Or
I disagree that shouldn't be the case. I agree that it's probably going to be the case. Yeah. My bad.
I mean, no, you're good. But like, I still think that's like... I probably would disagree with your disagreement. I think, like, I just don't know. Like, well, especially like, Brian Dabble's, like, job is on the line, and it's like, you just roll out Russell Wilson. I mean, Russell Wilson absolutely sucks. Are you starting Jameis Winston? Is that the idea?
Low-key, if your job's on the line, you shouldn't have been starting Russ to begin with. That was your first mistake this year. I wouldn't have signed Russ. I would have started Jameis Winston. And I think Jameis Winston should be the starter right now, because at least then you're watchable and you're not, punishing your fans.
I mean, then Jameis is going to have a game with, like, 2 pick sixes, and it's going to be like...
And it's still going to be more fun than what they did in week 1. I'm not saying you're going to start winning games. I'm saying you're going to have fun. You're going to keep your players happy. At least, the players on offense are going to be happier. You're going to you're going to show Jackson Dart how to actually throw the ball to your receivers more than 5 yards down the field.
Uh-huh. So, no, I see what you're saying. So, why shouldn't Jackson Dart start when, I know he doesn't really have a good backup line, but, Cam Ward, we're fine starting him? What's the difference there?
That's a good point. I wouldn't be starting Cam Ward either, though. In general, I don't like starting rookie quarterbacks. I would rather let them sit behind a veteran and not have to be thrown into the fire. We have a proven method of success with Patrick Mahomes. He got to sit behind a veteran for his rookie season and then come in and light the league on fire.
Yeah.
I know not everyone's Patrick Mahomes. I know that.
I think there's also recent examples, though. I don't even need to name who they are, but of guys hitting the ground running. I think it is a case-by-case basis, though. I'm talking about
sure.
Case.
Yeah. No, I got you.
But there are gonna be some guys who are well equipped to start week one, but others that need development. I think Patrick Mahomes clearly not to say that he would have sucked if he started day one, but he needed the development to be great. And I think there are other quarterbacks I don't know off the top, but there have been other quarterbacks who just who sat a little bit and then just need the development. I just think I don't know, I theoretically agree with you. I just don't know. I theoretically agree if you have Alex Smith as your starter. The thing,
well, yeah, it depends on the veteran for sure. I wouldn't have the Titans' backup quarterback playing this year.
The reason why it's Cam Ward's going to be starters because there's no one good.
Right.
I guess Mason Rudolph or Will Levis before he got hurt. But I guess it does depend. I think we both agree. We'll probably see Jackson Dart at some point.
I think we should see him at some point, just no time soon. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. I can get behind that.
Let him sit for as long as he can, please.
He's probably going to be starting by week 3, though.
At this rate, yeah. He was hesitant to name Russ as the starter in week 2, so. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But those are my only thoughts about the game. Do you have anything else to talk about?
No, the game went really predictably, so not much to say. That's what you guys get for starting Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Giants fans don't even deserve it at this point. Oh, Caleb Williams just missed the receiver there. That should have been a big play. Looked like the ball was a little overthrown.
Oh, there's a flag, though, right? Or
yeah, there's a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Yikes.
Looking like it. Yeah. Ooh, that's a double whammy.
Yikes. And that's a running back, too. Running back was holding. Rookie mistake. Yep.
Oh, there's future Dolphins head coach Brian Flores.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so let's talk about Buccaneers Falcons. Very close, very kind of I'd say back and forth. I don't know if it was actually. I think there were a couple lead changes, but Buccaneers won. I think both. I know Michael Penix had a solid game. I assume Baker Mayfield had a pretty good game as well.
I don't think he did actually. I think he had 17 out of 32 completions for 167 yards. 3 touchdowns, but no, not really what you expect from Baker Mayfield here.
So I guess it depends on...
Caleb Williams, great escape here. Oh. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, he's that's absolutely crazy. That was probably 30 yards total, but to only gain actually 2 or 3 yards or something.
Right, yeah, they're going to be punting there, but hey, great job not taking the sack.
I don't know if Caleb is. I know I was praising earlier how he was getting rid of the ball and things like that, but I think he's still has his old tendencies, just hold on to the ball and
See, part of me thought that for a second, but watching the replay, where was he supposed to throw that away? I
don't know. I didn't really see the play. I don't know. Maybe there should have been someone, but
yeah, he's got tendencies. He's got to keep ironing out though. You're for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. But what were we saying earlier?
Falcons Bucks.
Oh, Baker Mayfield. Oh yeah, I guess it would depend on the context of the touchdowns, because if they're all just kind of dump offs and this whatever.
No, he had a couple of good touchdowns to Emeka Egbuka, who basically won them this game. Honestly, the run game was abysmal.
So 17 of 32 is just a little over 50%, right?
Yeah.
And then 167 yards, so not very many yards. It's okay. And then 3 touchdowns. I guess not a bad game, but also just
It's not what we expected for sure.
Yeah, Michael Penix. Now, do we think Michael Penix had a good game?
I think he had a good game. I don't like that he threw the ball 42 times, but given that your run game was terrible, which, by the way, not enough people are talking about. Bijan Robinson, 12 carries for 24 yards? Seriously? And then Tyler Algier got 10 carries, which is the first surprise that he had almost as many carries as Bijan.
Wait, Bijan Robinson only had 12 carries for 24 yards?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, because I see the box score, and it does show, like, well, it showed, I'm looking at the wrong team. Yeah, it showed Tyler Algier as, like, the top rusher, which is...
Because he got as many rushing yards, but in 2 less carries.
So Bijan went off receiving somehow.
He did. He had 100 yards receiving. Exactly 100 yards. No other receivers did that well. Like, London, 8 receptions, 55 yards. Kyle Pitts' breakout season, 7 receptions, 59 yards. He's back. We tried to warn you that one time, as a joke. He's back.
He actually is back this time, for sure.
Darnell Mooney did not play in this game, by the way, so that's why he's not in the box score.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that till after the game.
Very interesting. That was one of the swing games where you picked Bucks and I picked Falcons, and it did go your way.
I was so nervous because the Falcons had a chance at the end. They were in field goal range, and they missed the kick, which I think they might be in need of a new kicker. I don't know what happened to Koo, but had a couple of rough seasons now.
Yeah, he might just be washed. He might be going the way of Justin Tucker, not like off the field, but just,
hopefully not off the field.
Yeah, but as far as just like being like a once great but washed up kicker, that's certainly possible.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Falcons, but I mean, I'm a hater, so I'm cool with it. I was rooting for the Bucks, not just because I picked them, but because Falcons lost. I don't like the Bucks either, but I like them more than the Falcons.
No, I got you. That's fair. It is easier to make fun of the Falcons. Okay. Any other thoughts about that game specifically?
Not really. Just shout out Emeka Egbuka, rookie receiver coming in clutch for them.
Yeah.
That was really it. I'm concerned by the offenses not getting that many points, though. Hopefully that means the defenses are good, but my guess is no. So, I'm not going to read too much into this game. It's a weird divisional game, so.
I got you. Speaking of missed kicks, let's talk about Bengals-Browns.
Oh, yes. What a weird game. The Bengals scored 17 points. If you told me that before the game, I would have guessed that they lost. I would have said that they lose with only 17 points. That means their offense had problems, and that means since their defense is so bad, surely Cleveland scored more points. Nope, it's Cleveland. They found a way to lose a game they probably should have won at the end. They missed a kick to take the lead. Yeah. I think I saw the stat where they held Cincinnati to 7 yards in the second half.
That sounds right. Yeah, I think I did see that too.
I thought at first that has to be fake. There's no way.
Yeah.
But no, Cincinnati's offense was that bad. Let me read you some stats here. I'm seeing some of these for the first time, by the way. Chase Brown, 21 carries, 43 yards. Why?
That's basically 2 yards a carry.
Yeah. Why would you not give up at a certain point? You know, if you've gotten that far, you've gotten that many carries and have that few yards, why are you still handing it off?
Yeah.
And no other running back, by the way, got a carry. It was just Chase Brown. Joe Burrow, 14 of 23, 113 yards. Given that he had no help on the ground, I understand to some degree, but he only threw it 23 times. That's the problem. In this game, it's a problem.
Yes.
T. Higgins, 3 receptions, 33 yards. Jamar Chase, 2 receptions for 26 yards. So the esteemed playmakers that they paid did not show up.
Did you see that dirt throw by J.J. McCarthy? Like,
no,
He literally threw it to the dirt. Like,
yikes.
It's actually kind of funny.
Is there going to be a replay? Because I'm watching for it now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I think we're watching at the exact same time.
Of course, now we would.
Oh, it's like, the defender was kind of behind.
Yeah, the defender almost got there. Jeez.
Because I didn't know it was the defender. It just looked like a dumb throw. Like,
some people probably thought that was a fumble, too.
Yeah, they did think it was a fumble. Which I was like, why do you think? But that kind of makes more sense, yeah. Yeah,
no, that's no fumble, unfortunately, since we're rooting for the Bears, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, yeah, sorry, were you saying something else? But, I mean...
I was just crapping on the Bengals players that they paid so much to do so little in week 1. Because that is not okay.
Is that like... $1 billion combined between them three and Trey Hendrickson, and like they didn't really like do much.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Browns' defense is just back. I don't know how that would be the case, but maybe they're back. Maybe they're just elite again. I know they have Myles Garrett. They have Denzel Ward, who I think he was talking a little bit of trash before the game this week. So I thought when I saw that, oh, Jamar Chase is about to have one heck of a game. Apparently, Denzel Ward shut him down though. I don't know who.
So. Yeah.
I guess Greg Newsome was shutting down T. Higgins.
Sounds right, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe their defense is that good, which could be scary. I'm kind of baffled that they didn't score more points though. I mean, Flacco had 290 yards, so Bengals secondary is still an issue. But it is worth noting their run game also did nothing. Leading rusher was Dylan Sampson, a rookie, 12 carries for 29 yards. Bengals defensive line did their job. It looks like. So credit where it's due.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see the Bengals defense. I mean, it looks improved on paper, but also it is the Browns. So I think that should be taken with a grain of salt. But I did see, like, I think Joe Flacco threw multiple interceptions that were, like, bounced off a receiver's, like, body or something like that.
Yeah, the Jerry Jeudy interception was fantastic.
Yeah, there's one. And I think there was another like that. There were, like, 2 interceptions, like, that were just kind of like that. But I also saw
very Cleveland.
I saw there was a drive where, like, Joe Burrow got sacked 3 times in a row, and 2 of them were by Myles Garrett. And it's just, like, not looking great if you're the Bengals offensive line. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the Bengals, but it's also like it's a divisional game. We got to be careful not to read too much into it, and it's the Week 1 Bengals, so that has to be factored in somehow. So
very much so.
I'm gonna choose to just not read too much into it, but I was disappointed for sure. One player shout out though, rookie tight end Harold Fannin Jr. 7 receptions, 63 yards. Really, really good debut for a rookie tight end. And he wasn't a highly picked tight end either, so just shout out to him. Great game for him.
Nice. That's a nice little showing by the rookie tight end.
I think he was the tight end out of Bowling Green. He was one of my dark horses in the draft. I was hoping might fall to us, but we didn't take a tight end.
Yeah.
Not the one I wanted.
Right. Well, that's understandable. Speaking of a team which last year had a great rookie tight end, the Raiders, led by Pete Carroll and Brock Bowers, and Geno Smith, I guess, defeated the Patriots, who we thought the Patriots were like some like wild card, dark horse contender. Maybe they still are. You know, it's only week 1, but the Raiders kind of took it to them.
I'm not giving up on the Patriots. I think Drake May could have had a better game. Obviously, the offense could have too. I think they made a mistake letting Ramondre Stevenson be the starter, seemingly. He had 7 carries for 15 yards. Travion Henderson, rookie running back, had 5 carries for 27 yards. Technically not many more yards, but per average, Henderson averaged 5.4. Ramondre averaged 2.1. So please, tell me, why is Ramondre getting more carries?
I don't know. I couldn't answer that. Nice pass by Caleb connecting with.
Yeah.
Is that a Wednesday or is that a?
That was the wide receiver 3.
Might be looking at a different play.
Number 14?
Oh, yeah. Or no, that wide receiver. No, you said wide receiver. I thought you said like number 3.
Oh no! I meant like 3rd in the depth chart.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. Former Falcons player, right? Zacchaeus, that is.
Yeah, he was a Falcon at one point.
Olamide or Zacchaeus or something like that. Yeah,
he's on the all-name team after all.
Yes, he's up there for sure. But anywho, yeah, I mean, sorry, we're gonna say something else. The Patriots, they started and kind of ran the rock with Ramondre Stevenson.
Well, that's another thing though that I don't like is they didn't really run the rock that much. You know, I mean, Drake May threw 46 times, and this game was always close. It's not like they had to throw. That surprised me. Shout out to Kayshon Boutte, though. He had 6 receptions for 103 yards. Not what we expected. Stephon Diggs did not lead the team in receiving, so very interesting there. Maybe that LSU receiver, Kayshon Boutte, might be breaking out in year 3. Imagine that.
That would be so funny, yeah.
Of course it would happen. Some Patriots fans did try to warn us, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know. The Patriots were weird in this game. It feels weird that they only had 13 points. Maybe the Raiders' defense is pretty solid, though. Raiders offense looked good. Geno Smith, 362 yards, only one touchdown. So I think he probably just looked like how he looked in Seattle last year. Or sorry. Yeah, Seattle. What am I saying? Yes, it was Seattle.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was Seattle, yes.
Genty didn't have a great day in the ground. 19 carries, 38 yards. Kind of yikes debut for him, but I guess the run games for both these teams were not good. I think that's kind of a general theme so far in the NFL. Not a lot of good running back games.
Not a lot of good running games. Yeah, besides like Derrick Henry. I mean, I guess Saquon had a solid game if I remember correctly.
I don't even think he did. He averaged like 3.3 yards per carry.
That's true. I mean, Derrick Henry is actually the anomaly this week if you really think about it, unless I'm missing someone else. Like,
I'm sure there's someone else, but they're not coming to mind right now. It was a bad week for running backs.
Yeah, NFL rushing leaders. Let me see if I can actually pull that up, if that's pull-upable. I mean, Travis Etienne, of course.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the only running backs with 100 yards this week were Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, and Breece Hall. And then,
just like we all expected, of course.
And then, also as we expected, Bill Krosky-Merritt had 82 yards, Jonathan Taylor 71, and then Lamar Jackson 70. Lamar Jackson was 6th.
Yeah, running. Yeah, I think that shows it. Running was not very good this week, overall.
Right. 17 was Saquon Barkley. 18 was Patrick Mahomes.
Wait, sorry. Who was that last name?
Patrick Mahomes.
He was that high in the rankings or standings, I guess. Yeah. Wow.
Mahomes had 57 yards, tied with Chuba Hubbard.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
Yes. Okay.
That's very interesting, though. The rushing was so down in week 1.
No, that is true. Rushing and like kicking was not very good.
Yeah, kicking was also very weird in week 1. One of the few problems Carolina did not have. Yay. We have a kicker.
I mean, yeah, I can also say the same about Houston, given that all of our points were field goals. So,
oh man,
yeah, tough. I don't think that's necessarily our next game. I mean, I don't really have any additional thoughts about the Raiders Patriots.
Yeah, it was just a weird game where neither team could establish a good run game. Patriots probably could have if they fed Travion, but they kept throwing it for some reason. It was like they saw the Raiders throw it a bunch of times, and they were like, oh, Drake May can throw it even more than Geno Smith, so he's going to. First down Bears. Nice play on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good play, yeah. This is actually one. I think we're watching this literally at the same time.
Yeah, this would be the first time we do that, because we're not focused on it.
They're showing a highlight reel, right? Or the highlight?
They are right now, yeah, they're replaying it.
It's like snap.
Snap just now, yep. Wow.
Throw, boom.
First down.
I'm
targeting number 14 a lot, too, from what we've seen.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I think the Bears are in 2-minute drill. Is that right? So,
yeah, because, I mean...
But they are in the Vikings territory, though.
Yeah, so they probably slow down a little bit here since they can.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they could even hand it off here. Yep, just like they do.
All right.
Pound the rock to DeAndre Swift.
Honestly, hasn't been that very entertaining so far.
Yeah. You talking about the game or like...
the game.
The game. Yeah, it's been all right. Probably.
Yeah, just all right.
Probably a good one to brain checked on. But, anywho, it's close at least, so it's kind of like... Well, I guess if the Bears get a touchdown drive, then it'll be pretty big deficit. But
yeah, that definitely changed the feel of the game. And they get the ball to start the second half as well, so get a touchdown here, they might blow this game up. Yeah, it's a pitch to Swift, I assume. All right, yeah. All right, cool.
Just stuffed. Yeah, 2 yards.
Yeah. All right, do we want to do our next game here?
Yeah, we can go ahead and transition to that. Next game being the 49ers defeating the Seahawks 17-13. I didn't really watch that game. I think because I was more focused on like the Texans game, which we'll talk about later. But the thoughts that I had based on like seeing the box score and like hearing about things like Sam Darnold looks like he disappointed, but also like I don't know. I really haven't. I think like Brock Purdy had an okay game, and like Christian McCaffrey did pretty. Ooh.
Yikes! That was
Yeah, that was pretty
questionable choice.
Could have been like picked if he had the right angle, but
yeah, at least from what we saw there, it might not have been as bad as it looked, but it looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
He caught him,
any thoughts about Seahawks? It looks like the Seahawks just kind of laid an egg this game.
Honestly, what we saw from the Seahawks was about what I expected. They struggled in the run game a little bit, which I think that was the one thing I said about the Niners' defense, is their run game should be improved this year with the addition of Micah Williams, which I don't know how much he actually impacted them, but I didn't expect the run defense to be the problem. I thought it'd be the pass defense. And in this exact game, it was like, it's Sam Darnold, it's a shaky offensive line. It's going to be close. We'll see how much of an issue it really is. So yeah, what we saw from Seattle was not a surprise at all. The only surprise was really that Cooper Kupp was a non-factor. Would have expected more than 3 targets for him. JSN had an amazing game, 9 receptions, 124 yards. Breakout season for him. I've been saying it all off season. I'm not backing down from that one. The surprise for me was on the Niners side of the ball that Purdy threw 2 interceptions. I wasn't really expecting him to have a bad day like that.
McCaffrey. Oh no, it's good. I didn't really.
Oh man, I was gonna say another one.
It was very close. Yeah.
Man.
Anyway.
CMC, I didn't think he had that good of a day on the ground. Just another example, like the ground game just wasn't very effective. 3.1 yards per carry. 69 rushing yards is nice and all, but 3.1 on average is not good at all. Ricky Pearsall, shout out to him. Second-year player. 4 receptions, 108 yards. He had a good day. McCaffrey helped out a lot in the receiving game. Kittle was playing well until he got injured, unfortunately. That really sucks. Hopefully he is not out too long. But I think you told me it was about 4 weeks, right?
3 to 5, yes.
3 to 5. Okay, that's why I landed in the middle on 4. Of course.
Yeah.
No, I thought this game was kind of boring, honestly. Low scoring. Kind of just a typical NFC West game is what it felt like. I think we both picked Seattle to win just off vibes, basically. And we both regret that right about now, but I don't know. It wasn't very interesting to me. It was just, I don't know who's going to have the ball last wins, and then Seattle had the ball last and didn't win, so.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Nice. I mean, I don't really have any other thoughts. I didn't really watch the game again. It was a little bit on the boring side.
I thought a lot of the afternoon or late afternoon games were on the boring side, honestly.
Yeah, I know there are people who thought. Yeah, I know there are people who thought the Seahawks would be pretty good, but it didn't really look like it this game.
Yeah, I always felt weird about them. I just don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't know either. But anyway, we can transition to another game that was probably not really that impressive by either team, that being the Titans versus Broncos.
Oh, man. I was actually kind of impressed by the Titans just that they kept it this close and had a chance for so long. Obviously not a great debut for Cam Ward, but I mean that's kind of what we said when we previewed the game. Of course, he's set up to fail against this stout defense. And his receivers did not help him out at all. It was, I mean, you can find clips of the receivers just being
JJ fired it
to
Naylor? Or no, not Naylor. Is that Naylor?
I don't know who that was, but that was a good play. Number one?
Yeah, that's a pretty good play. Now they're just
is Naylor even playing? Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be. Vikings depth chart.
Probably Naylor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know who else they even have. 11 seconds, they're about to have to kick a field goal.
Right. Oh, yeah, he was not out of bounds.
Yeah, the clock's going to be running.
I think they did hurry up and spike it, but... Yeah, no, we were actually talking about earlier because you were saying, like, who else do they have? Like, yeah, the Vikings receiver depth is, like, not the greatest. But again, if you have Justin Jefferson, get Jordan Addison back, then, like, it maybe won't matter that much. But
you have the best trio in the league when Jordan Addison returns, and you have Adam Thielen. Naylor becomes probably the best 4 in the league.
Right.
Man.
Anywho. Sorry, what were you saying about the...
Yeah, I was talking about the Titans receivers not helping out their young quarterback at all. You can find plays where they just drop passes, aren't running good routes. So there's one play where it's a screen, but Cam Ward had to dirt the ball because none of the receivers turned to catch it. They were all getting ready to block. Like, whoever was supposed to be turning to catch that did not know. I guess.
Yeah.
Which I'm blaming it on the receivers, but maybe it was just bad coaching too. Not really sure what to do with that. Interesting decision to go ahead and kick the field goal here, by the way, instead of trying to run a quick play to get closer.
You could get another play, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a 3-second play in the middle of the field, that's enough time to like barely spike it.
Yeah, or just throw it to the sideline and get out of bounds.
59-yard attempt. Oh, did it get blocked or touched?
I don't know, but it looks like that's good.
He nailed it though. I mean,
good kick.
Yeah. Good for him, yeah.
Vikings have a kicker. Imagine that. And now the Bears have time on the clock to score a touchdown, for sure.
Right.
Titans receivers were terrible. The run game was not very effective. Tony Pollard, 18 carries, 60 yards, 3.3 yards per carry. Backup running back did not play. I'm forgetting his name at the moment, but he's been like a breakout candidate behind Pollard for the past couple years.
Backup running back. Oh,
Ty
Spears?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty Spears, yeah.
Yeah, I guess he just was injured. I don't know. But he didn't play. The offense overall was just a mess, but it's what we expected. The surprise, or at least to me what was impressive, surprise to everyone else, was the Titans' defense. We've been saying all offseason, they were an underrated unit last year. They're probably going to be better than people realize this year. Mm-hmm. They had a good game. Bo Nix, who I have been notorious on this channel for not being a fan of. 25 for 40, 176 yards. I could stop there, and that already doesn't sound great. 1 touchdown. 2 interceptions. Not what you want out of your second-year quarterback. Not at all. The run game wasn't very good unless you're named RJ Harvey. For some reason, they insisted on starting J.K. Dobbins, who went 16 carries, 63 yards, 3.9 yards per carry, which is better than a lot of the stat lines we've read today, unfortunately. RJ Harvey, rookie running back, got 6 carries, 70 yards. Expect him to be the starter at some point this year. Receivers, not much. Oh, man, he's still going. Oh,
he was, yeah.
What a great return. Unfortunately, it's not going to mean anything, but momentum, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Good momentum going to the half.
Yeah, well, anyway, Tennessee-Denver, I was surprised because Tennessee was in the game for as long as they were. I wasn't surprised that Bo Nix didn't have a good game. Wasn't surprised that the Titans' defense played well. These are things I expected. Still a disappointment for Denver anyway. At least I'm disappointed in them. I would have expected them to win by more. Just because, like, the Titans' offense should not be able to do anything in this game, and they didn't. They didn't do anything. So what should have happened is they should have been worn out, and Denver's offense should have been able to score more points, but they didn't. So we'll see moving forward if it's a Bo Nix issue, an offensive issue, because they don't have many weapons. Or maybe the Titans' defense is just that good this year. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably, given that I didn't really watch that game either. I do agree, though. With the whole, Cam Ward Titans, I feel like a lot of people have been saying the Titans, weapons and stuff are, underrated. And it's no. No, Calvin Ridley, really, as your wide receiver 1, you have, Tony Pollard, and it's just,
Those were the same people 2 years ago who were saying that Adam Thielen and DJ Chark were good weapons in Carolina. Yes, we did exist. No, we were saying that.
That's a putrid offense. No. I feel bad for Cam Ward. I wish he had a better sort of supporting cast. Which, to be fair though, if you're drafted 1 overall, you're not going to have a great team around you. Even Caleb Williams, people were saying I guess that was 2 years ago. He had the best supporting cast for a 1 overall pick of all time. But I don't even think that team was all that great.
They had DJ Moore, they had Roma Dunze, they had Keenan Allen. That on paper that should have been really good. But then of course people acted like they were all terrible receivers once Caleb was playing poorly. Give him all the excuses, It's funny how people react differently.
Yeah, for sure. You react to kind of build the narrative that you want to be true.
Let me float a crazy idea. Tyreek Hill gets traded to the Titans so that Cam Ward has his receiver, and Tyreek goes where all receivers go to die, Tennessee.
Yeah, I just don't know if Tyreek would sign off on that, but...
They'd have to give him $1 billion.
Yeah, I would love to see Tyreek Hill in a Titans uniform. That'd be
crazy.
So cool. I don't think it'll happen though, but that's a funny thought.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen either, but I'm floating it so we can clip this out of context in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Tyreek Hill to the Titans?
We said it first. Definitely wasn't.
We actually probably did say it first. I don't think anyone else in the world.
There's no shot anyone else has said that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Bo Nix is someone that's I've even hyped him up. Like, I think he was like one of the better, like, in a lot of seasons he would have been the best rookie quarterback in the league. It's just that, you had Jaden Daniels in the same class. But I mean, that was not really all that impressive. And I mean, we'll see. Like, maybe that was just an off game for him and he'll bounce back, or like maybe he's just not that good. Like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And then like, the Titans, like, just good for Cam Ward to develop, I guess, with nobody's as your skill position player.
Yeah, it's like, what did you guys think was going to happen, honestly?
Just one of those, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they will be drafting a receiver in the first round of the draft next year. Probably.
They better be.
Honestly, there's some good prospects. They'll probably do that. All right, we doing the Texans game next or the Packers game next? I think those are the last two, right?
Going by order, it'll be the Packers game.
Okay. So, speaking of Week 1 disappointments, this is pretty high up on the list for me, because I thought this was going to be, like, game of the week. After the Micah Parsons trade to the Packers, I'm like, okay, these are two of the best teams in the NFC. They're rivals. This is going to be amazing. And then the Packers just beat the crap out of them, honestly. Like, it was never close. Packers came out strong. The Lions couldn't get it together. I mean, you can look at the score and say, oh, yeah, it was close. I mean, in the second quarter, it's 10-3. Well, then it was 17-3. 17-6, well, then it's 24-6, and then it's 27-6, and it's just, what's going on here? What happened to the Lions?
Right.
Is the loss of their coordinators that big of a deal, or are the Packers just that good this year? What's your guess?
So the questions are like, are the Packers that good, or did the Lions like lose?
Yeah, who does this say more about?
I mean, like, I would be inclined to think, like, I don't know, clearly Micah Parsons, like, contributed. Like, he had an impact, even though, didn't he only play, like, 50% of the defensive
Yeah, he wasn't on the field as much as he's going to be moving forward. So he did not impact the game as much as, I mean, you would guess based on the score.
Yeah, I think he had, like, 3 pressures. One of them was a sack. I think the other led to an interception. Another was, like, like a stuff on a screen or something like that. So he's clearly contributing. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I know I talked about, like, before, the season started, that, like, I had a hard time seeing the Packers being, like, really, really good. But maybe they just are. Like, maybe it's just that maybe the Lions take a little step back because of their coordinator losses and things like that. But the Packers, they could just be like, like a 12-13-1 team. I mean, like,
hey,
you
man,
can't handle the Lions like that.
They look like they're really good.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see. Like, I mean, Ben Johnson, I guess he's doing okay in his debut. I mean, 10 points in this first half, though. Like, I mean, I'd like to see more, but looks like he's
Vikings defense is good. It's all right.
Yeah. So I think there's a chance the Packers could be really good. Maybe this is just like the breakout year for like Jordan Love and the Packers, and like they could be in the NFC Championship, and like it's entirely possible. I still think the Lions are good, even though like they got blown out like that. I still think they'll be a good team. Maybe they'll win closer to like 10 games than like 15. But
yeah,
I think this was just two NFC stalwarts potentially. One of them just got outplayed by the other. A little surprised.
Completely outplayed. Never close.
Yeah. Right, but they're showing the highlight here. Just funny. Yeah, Micah Parsons just
hunting them down.
Yeah,
we got to be careful not to overreact about the Lions. I am going to overreact about the Packers, but by my standards, not much, because before the Micah Parsons trade, my preseason predictions, I had him in the NFC Championship game. Mm-hmm. I'm adjusting that. I'm saying Packers to the Super Bowl after that. I had the Lions. After watching that game, though, like the Packers are the better team as of now. And we'll get a chance to adjust that when they have a rematch and as the season plays out. The Packers look like the better team. And I'm going to go with that. I'm adjusting. Ravens-Packers Super Bowl is my new prediction.
I mean, again, you manhandle the Lions like that. Like, you got to get your credit, if you're the Packers.
Yeah, because Lions are viewed as the second best team in the NFC behind the Eagles. And the Eagles didn't look very good. Bluntly, they didn't. They almost lost to the Cowboys. Probably should have lost to the Cowboys if CeeDee Lamb didn't forget his hands at some points in the game. But, no, Packers' defense definitely looks for real. The offense, I didn't actually think their offense was that impressive. I think it was just effective. Like, Jordan Love, 16 for 22, so accurate. Only 188 yards, so they didn't really ask him to do a whole lot. Probably just manage the game and not make mistakes based on how it started. 2 touchdowns. Running game, Jacobs went for 66 yards and 19 carries, so 3.5 yards per carry. Not ideal, but again, probably better than a lot of the names we've read so far. Very interesting that no other running backs really got more than one carry. Dobbs had 68 receiving yards, Reed had 45, Wicks had 30, Kraft had 16, Golden only had 16. Spread the ball out. So the Packers' offense didn't do anything crazy. They were effective, you know. The Lions' offense, I mean, Jared Goff threw the ball 39 times, and I'm sure it's because they're trailing for so long. What I'm concerned by is 10 of those targets went to Jahmyr Gibbs, which I have him in fantasy in several leagues, so I was happy about that. But 10 receptions for Jahmyr Gibbs is crazy. I'm guessing they were mostly dump-offs, given that they were only for 31 yards. Montgomery had 4 receptions, so 14 of Jared Goff's 39 passes were to running backs. That is not what you want to see. And then you add in 9 targets to the tight end. That's probably not ideal either, honestly. Like, your receivers were not much of a factor in this game. Amon-Ra, 4 receptions, 45 yards. Jameson Williams, who you just paid a bunch of money, 4 receptions, 23 yards. You just expect more from these guys. Isaac T-Slaw, though, only 1 reception for 13 yards and a touchdown. Go look up that highlight. That was sick. Shout out to him. So, I was definitely disappointed by the receivers. I don't like that Jared Goff is throwing so much. I think it makes sense, but if not most, but a lot of your targets are going to your running backs, what does that say about your offense?
Right. I mean, that would be concerning, to say the least. Doesn't seem like, maybe they've, lost a sense of their identity with, a new offensive coordinator and things like that. I mean, they had Ben Johnson for, several years, before he eventually just jumped ship. Which, I mean,
you would have thought that they'd be better prepared for his departure,
I would have thought so, too, and, maybe as the season progresses, they'll kind of sharpen up, but this game, not so much.
Yeah, it was problematic for sure. Another thing to lowlight, by the way, once again, bad day on the ground. David Montgomery, 11 carries for 25 yards. Bad. Jahmyr Gibbs, even fewer carries. He got 9 carries for 19 yards. Bad.
It's not ideal.
The Packers' run defense showed up. I guess their corners showed up, locking down Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams.
Yeah, it's and part of it, I saw the Netflix documentary and how they're talking about, we're going to draw up those plays and they would blow out the Titans scoring, 52 points and things like that. For that, the offense, I'm baffled by box score scouting, obviously. It's baffling, how bad the Lions offense played. Just, Sonic and Knuckles, but it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, literally didn't go anywhere. It's crazy.
I'm not trying to overreact. I still think they're a really good team. They'll figure things out. I don't know who they play in week 2, but especially if they're a bad team, they'll probably...
They get the Bears next week. That'll be interesting. And they get the Ravens the week after.
Yeah, hopefully you're 1-1 going to that game, because you'll probably lose that
They get the Browns, and I'm more concerned about that now than I expected to be, given how the Browns defense looked. That might be an ugly game to watch. Oh, man.
For sure.
Yeah, we got to be careful not to overreact to the Lions, but we also have the film to work with now, and that was really concerning week 1 performance. I hope that it says more about the Packers than it does the Lions, because I don't want the Lions to be bad.
Right.
I'm sure they're still going to be good, and I think the Packers are just that good. That's my guess. I'm gonna guess that this said more about them.
Sounds like it. Yeah, just based on initial, my guess is that the Packers, if they stay healthy and everything, are more a 12-13 win team, whereas the Lions just regress a little bit. They win 10-11. They're both playoff teams. Maybe they both win a playoff game, but it looks like the Packers just look better.
NFC Championship, I'm still saying that. It's gonna be an NFC Championship game.
Yep. All right. Well, last and certainly least, especially if you take.
No, the Dolphins played football this week, so.
Well, that's true. But Texans lost to the Rams 14-9. I can react first, or you can react, or whatever.
You go ahead, because you watched the game. I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of I'm not too devastated, but I'm also a little bit sad that it's we're just going to have the same issues we had last year, which is that our O-line still stinks. And foolish of me to think that we would trade like one of the better left tackles in the league, and like somehow you wave a magic wand and our scheme changes. We'll be an improved offensive line unit. No, we still stink. CJ Stroud was under duress, and he actually has made some good completions when he was forced to like run the ball and get rid of it. Like you don't need Sherlock here to tell you that the O-line was not going to be good. Now, maybe we're still not as bad as last year. I'm not exactly sure. And it's only 1 week, but
I don't know. I saw some things from, I think it was PFF. The pressure rates allowed. It was, you guys were clearly at the top there.
Oh, that does not shock me at all.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
The O-line, like, it's just so disappointing. Like, the O-line is still going to be a problem. Like, our, like, skill position, like, I put in our Discord that, like, none of our, maybe it was a league-wide problem, I'm not exactly sure, but, like, no one on our offense had more than 4 receptions or more than 32 yards.
Yeah, Cade Stover, rookie tight end, leading the team in receptions is crazy.
Who I think is hurt. I think he's, like injured and, like, out indefinitely.
Ah, jeez.
So it's just, like, not ideal. I don't know who led our team in receiving yards.
That would be rookie Jaden Higgins at 32.
Who also was responsible for an interception because CJ threw a beautiful ball to him, and then he just let the corner just grab it. So that was just disheartening. That was 2 receptions, though, right? He only caught 2 balls and led the team.
Yeah, only 2 receptions.
Nick Chubb, I thought, had a solid game. I think the box score says like
he had one of the best running back performances in the league, given that he averaged 4.6 yards a carry.
He didn't even look that good. I honestly watched that and just thought, like, yeah, that just looks like a washed-up, like, former great running back who can still make some good plays. Like, he didn't really impress me. I mean,
yeah, about what you'd expect at least.
Plays. Yeah, but you know, like, I mean, I think like CJ did like all that he could do. Like, I don't blame this on CJ by any means. Like, if anything, like, I still think, like, I'm doubling down on the fact that, like, last year was not a sophomore slump by CJ. It's just that the team around him is not doing him any favors. And it's just going to continue to be that way. Like, we're in for a long season. I proclaimed on our Discord that we're an 8-9 team. We're not going to win the division, which is probably an overreaction. We'll probably win, like, 9-10 games. And, like, I don't think the Colts will be that good, so like I think we'll still win the division because it sucks, and probably win a playoff game because that's what we always do.
And I'll confirm the Jags aren't that good. We just are that bad, so don't worry.
No. Yeah, the Jags aren't that good. Clearly, the Titans are horrible, and the Colts. I mean, you won your Super Bowl. Congratulations, but it's just gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same thing, and like we'll never be close to contending for a Super Bowl if that's the thing. If that's the case. I mean, the one silver lining of those are defense. Our defense played really well. We're very physical with like our tackles and things like that. I don't know if you saw the clip. Like we made Puka Nacua bleed.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got penalized for that, of course. Like I guess unnecessary roughness or something. But it was a really physical effort. I wasn't impressed though. Like Stingley got burned by Devontae Adams a couple times. Not like 80 yards and housed it, but just like 10, 15-yard chunks. And like I see Devontae just grab it.
Yeah, not what you want to see from your lockdown corner.
Yeah, maybe it's just the type of thing towards like Devontae's a veteran, Stingley's still a relatively young player. I know, like at this point, we kind of suddenly think that Derek Stingley's some like veteran, but like he's only been in the league for like 3 years, or something like that. Like maybe he just got outclassed by like by a player who's like played with Aaron Rodgers and like just like one of the better receivers of our generation, but just wasn't really impressed with his individual performance. But otherwise, we had a really good defensive effort, I thought, for the most part. I mean, we had Stafford under duress for some plays and had one. Well, I guess that wasn't really a defense thing. There was one like botched snap by them, which just like anyway, that wasn't a defensive play at all. Now that I think about it. But anyway, pretty good defensive effort, and we were in position for a game-winning drive until. CJ throws it to, and that drive was really good. Like that drive.
Yeah, I thought you guys were gonna somehow steal the win.
No, suddenly we just go down the field, and it's like, well, where's this been all game? But we can do it. That's fine. If anything, I was thinking like CJ Stroud maybe is a little bit more clutch than we're giving him credit for, because I don't know if you remember like the game 2 years ago against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where like. We had 36 seconds and just drove it down the field. Just like chunk play after chunk play. I think Tank Dell caught a couple ones, including the game winning. But then, we passed our backup running back, Adare, well, really our third string, really. Dare Ogunbowale, I think he's a veteran and also like like part special teams. He's also like also he was once upon a time our kicker. Like when we had an emergency.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, but he just tried a little bit too hard to get the extra yard, and then just got punched out of his hands. It's just like, oh my gosh, like really. And then like we still have 3 timeouts, but then like on 3rd down, like they passed, and of course Stafford connected with Devontae, and it's like
because speaking of clutch quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford is pretty high up there.
For sure, yeah, he is really up there. So my reaction is that it's just the same as last year. I mean, we drafted Ariante. Like, I don't know. I don't even think Ariante played that well from what I saw. Like, I saw him get, like, kind of burned on a couple. Well, not burned, but, I saw him get smoked on a couple plays. And it's just, like, we did also have a few injuries throughout the game. Like, Cam Robinson at some point went out of the game and someone else. So, like, when you have a bad offensive line with injuries, like, that's not ideal.
Bad gets worse. Yeah.
Like we didn't have Christian Kirk, and like Nico Collins was like not really a factor. Like I was saying earlier, like our most catches were 4, our most receiving yards were 32, with Nico Collins playing the whole game. It's not like he was hurt, I don't think.
Yeah, what happened with Nico Collins? He's supposed to be an elite receiver.
Like Sudoku in our Discord has asked me, like, well, what you think of the offensive coordinator? I'm like, well, at first I thought he did okay, but then I'm like Nico Collins, you have like a top 10 receiver. He didn't do anything. I don't think it's as bad as Slowick, but clearly kind of concerning. And then I thought some individual plays were like pretty good, like on offense, but overall it's just gonna be like our I guess I'm trying to say, like, our receiver room does not look any better than it did last year. It's going to be the exact same thing. We'll probably will our way to like 9 or 10 wins in the division win, and then like get blown out in the divisional round. But
by the Ravens.
Yes, it would be by the Ravens. I will stop there. I've ranted for long enough.
Yeah, you ranted for longer than me.
Yes. Do you have any thoughts or like whole gaps to fill or anything like that?
I didn't watch the game because I made the mistake of watching Lions-Packers. In reality, none of those games were watchable in the late afternoon slate, in my opinion.
I don't blame you, yeah.
That game just looked ugly from the start, from as far as I was aware. I would agree it looks like you're the same team as last year. Really concerned, well, I guess not concerned, more disappointed, if anything, that Nico Collins was a non-factor in this game. I think that needs to change. Your defense giving you a chance in this game is a good sign, though, I'll say that. Because they have a lot of weapons.
Which say was a good sign?
Your defense keeping you in this game is a good sign. Speaking of defense, big interception. Oh my goodness, this is going all the way. What a swing in the game. Chicago just extended the lead. Holy crap.
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, I want to see this throw, actually. I wonder if it was a bonehead J.J. McCarthy decision, or if it was like...
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That looked like a bad throw. The guy just took it all the way.
Yeah, I saw the return, but I didn't really see the throw. Well, we could have used a play like that. That would have been our only touchdown.
We could have used a play like that. Goodness.
Yeah, that box snap I was referring to was it was almost a touchdown if we could have just gotten it. I think Stafford just recouped it though, and it just resulted in a punt, which of course probably resulted in a field goal or less. But show the play. I want to see how stupid.
Yeah, they are taking a long time to show the replay here. Which, come on.
Yeah, they're taking their time. Is there not going to be a replay?
There better be. That is the play of the game so far.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, give Wright his flowers.
I don't even know who Wright is. That's a new name. Oh, here we go. Okay, he throws, and... Yeah, no, it was just a terrible throw.
Kind of floated. Yeah, that's...
Terrible throw. Easiest interception that man's ever had.
Oh yeah, for sure. Interception and run back, yeah. Well, anyway... Nico Collins wasn't on. I mean, it is a week where AJ Brown was also non-factor. I think there's a little bit of a difference though, which is that Jalen Hurts tends to run way more than
And AJ Brown had to finish this book before entering the game. To be fair,
right? Yeah. So anyway, go ahead. Yeah, Nico wasn't. It was a little concerning.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't imagine that's gonna stay the case. Just I didn't think the Rams had a good secondary, so I thought for sure Nico was gonna have a big game in week 1. Am I incorrect, or did the secondary just look really good?
You talking about the Rams secondary?
Yeah.
I don't even know if like the secondary had to do much, just given like the duress CJ was under. I think the secondary like just did their job in like covering the guys. They didn't really bust any coverages because like I mean, part of my thing again is like and maybe this is where I could like who would have thought given Slowick the benefit of the doubt last year. Although Slowick did make some terrible like actual decisions, but like like where I would like not like criticize Nick Haley as much as like you can only draw up a play. Like you can only a drawn up play can only really work if the O line holds up. So it's just like I think like you had like Jared Verse and like who's the other guy, the other pass rusher that the Rams had?
Fisk.
Fisk, yeah, you have Verse and Fisk just like destroying, like feasting on our offensive lines. Like I don't even think like the secondary had to do much. Like he was just like under direct and just had to like check it down to the tight end or like like whoever.
So I'm gonna guess that this was just really good coaching, scheming, and a great game plan from McVay. And he knew that your offensive line was probably going to be a weakness, so he exploited it. And that's how he approached, or had his defensive coordinator at least approach what kind of scheme or not scheme, but like the game plan, how you were going to approach this game to try to make sure the receivers weren't going to take the top off the defense. Because there are some games like the Dolphins, where the secondary is obviously not going to contain the receivers. So even if Daniel Jones didn't have time to throw, it's just chuck the ball downfield. Someone's going to catch it because Dolphins secondary isn't going to do anything. But like that could be the case for the Rams. They could have had the Dolphins secondary and just be like, okay, we are just going to play this type of defense. The defensive line and the edge rushers are going to get after the quarterback. All you have to do is contain the receivers for long enough, and it won't be a problem. So I'm gonna guess that this was just really good coaching and scheming and game planning by the Rams coaching staff.
I think so, yeah.
Which one of the best in the league there for sure.
I mean, maybe it's a case because, like, Nick Haley did work under Sean McVay, so, like, maybe it's a situation where, like, Sean knew, like, left or right, like, what Nick Haley was going to do and, like, was ready, which, like, of course, obviously, if you're Nick Haley, you want to have your own twist on things, but maybe it's just like, a coaching this match just a little bit. It's one of those, just overall, I'm not, like, despite my rant, I'm not, like, too upset. I'm just, like, it's whatever. It's week 1. Hopefully we can bounce back. We do get the Bucks in week 2, which I think is going to be tough. We'll probably be commentating, hopefully with a certain Bucks fan.
Oh boy!
But that'll be fun. But yeah, we do get the Bucks in week 2. I mean, I think we're in danger of an 0-2 start. Because the Bucks are really, really sharp. I know we were talking earlier. Maybe Baker Mayfield didn't have the most impressive.
I was about to say, based on their offense in week 1, you guys might shut them down. If the Falcons could hold them to a low score, then...
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. If our defense does play as well as advertised, it might be a case where we just, like, try to lock down, like, Mike Evans, like, stuff Bucky. Like, I know I've been hyping Bucky a lot, and it was a little bit disappointed to see he didn't do that well, but...
I wasn't disappointed.
No, I know. I'll take one more Bucky, egg. If it means that we win. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, yeah, I think that's about it as far as I'm concerned. We'll see what the outlook of the year is, but yeah. I mean, week 1 L. I mean, I picked the L. You picked us to win for some reason. I assume the CJ Stroud MVP watch is like not really.
It's probably not going to be a thing if your offensive line is going to be bad again. That was kind of like, I'm banking on the offensive line to be good, and then it was terrible. Oh, McCarthy just took a sack. Yikes.
Yeah, he did take a sack. Speaking of which.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, I just think, I think CJ has the capabilities to be an MVP. It's just that, like...
You need that line.
Just not consistent with that duress. Yeah, exactly.
Man. I feel good about most of my other season predictions as of right now. I'm feeling really good about picking the Bears to be a playoff team based on this performance so far. Not that it's been perfect, but it is week 1 with a new coach. So it's not supposed to be perfect.
It's week 1. You're beating a team that won 13 games last year. So
making JJ McCarthy look silly.
Yeah.
Which
for sure.
I'm not surprised by, but I know some people are.
He's like, that's a delay game, right? It was at 0.
Yeah, they're calling that, or maybe they got a timeout.
Oh, yeah, that's also possible.
No, they did not. That's yikes.
That is indeed a delayed game.
3rd and 18, here we go. Man.
I'm actually down. I know I said probably not commentary. I'm down to watch at least the rest of the 3rd quarter if you want.
See if Minnesota gets back in the game. If Chicago
Yeah,
scores
I know
next,
Chicago-
though, yeah.
I do want to take a solid look at this game because like, I know we've been kind of paying attention, but also like JJ McCarthy, Caleb Williams. Like I think it'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That is all the week one games. So our week one, I think, right? I mean,
Yeah, no, we got through them all for sure.
Yeah. So
I think we had
that's
some
our
good
week one
reactions.
Real quick, I'll just name the week two matchups just so what we know. We'll do our picks later, probably tomorrow, right?
I'm
We're still up for
guessing.
it.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably grind it out tonight if we wanted to, but it might be wiser to do tomorrow night. Up to you, though.
Yeah. See, yeah, I might be down to grind it tonight if it means tomorrow's free for me. I mean, do you have like the layout and stuff, or would that have to like
Yeah, I could do that really easily. Like I've kept the layout saved in our scenes, so all I have to do is do the editing.
I say we do this because like I mean, Knight's still relatively young, right?
Okay, so I say we do take a break after we end this stream though, so that
Sure.
I would like food.
Oh yeah.
And also, I haven't made any predictions yet, so I don't know. I mean, I made all my predictions, so it won't take me too long, but I'd like to have them kind of ready, and I'm guessing you would too. I think that worked well for us
like
last
week 2 predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't have to lock in all our predictions, but have like some kind of idea of who we're picking, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I'm definitely down to grind it out tonight.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you don't think it's like rushing it or anything like that.
No.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to edit it anyway, so that'll give me something tomorrow to focus on. Worth noting, by the way, Jefferson only has 1 reception for 4 yards in this game. Are they gonna trade him because he's unhappy? Now that would be something. Justin Jefferson to the Titans. Hear me out. Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill to the Titans. Just send all the receivers there.
Sam Ward would have the greatest like receiving room a number 1 pick has ever had.
Jefferson and Tyreek would actually be a nasty duo, though.
That would be nasty. But Tyreek Hill to the Vikings?
Ooh. Yeah, make their receivers even nastier. Is Adam Thielen not playing in this game? He's done nothing.
I guess not. Or, I mean, I guess he's been a non-factor.
No targets, at least. That's disappointing.
Let's do like this real quick name the week 2 matchup so we know what's going on. On Thursday night, we'll have Commanders. We'll have Commanders at Packers.
I want to stream that one. If you're not down, that's cool, but I'll at least solo it because that's like I'm excited for that game now.
Yeah, I might. You know what? I might be able to like join late. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, start by soloing it. I'll join at some point, and then
we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, for sure. And then on Sunday we got Giants Cowboys, Seahawks Steelers, Rams Titans, Bills Jets, Patriots Dolphins, Jags Bengals, 49ers Saints, Browns Ravens, Bears Lions, the Ben Johnson revenge game.
Oh yeah.
And then on the later slate we have Broncos Colts, Panthers Cardinals, Eagles Chiefs, and then Falcons Vikings. And then Monday night's a doubleheader because we'll have Buccaneers Texans and Chargers Raiders later in the evening.
Wow. So some of those games are really not exciting. Rams Titans, the Titans might get shut out in that game. No, probably not. They scored on Denver, to be fair.
Yeah.
0-1 Browns taking on the 0-2 Ravens. It would be so Baltimore to lose that game and start 0-2, honestly. And then win out,
that
maybe.
Would be so.
Bills Jets unironically got so much more interesting since the Jets have an offense. Holy crap, what is wrong with people? Miami's favored against the Patriots? What? Who in their right mind is favoring the Dolphins in a football game right now?
This is in Miami, right?
It is a home game, to be fair.
Yeah, but, I mean, you have to still... Because if they were favored on the road, that would be crazy. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I get you've mentioned how Tua kind of owns the Patriots.
Back, but, like...
Look, if Danny Dimes threw all over your secondary, you know Drake May's going to do the same thing.
Right.
49ers are going to beat the crap out of the Saints. I look forward to that. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. Week 2 looks interesting. Yeah, okay. That's what I'll say. Interesting. Chiefs, Eagles. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Seeing the Chiefs start 0-2, maybe. I hope.
Yeah, totally. Wait, where are the Chiefs playing? I didn't even see that.
They're playing Philadelphia.
Oh, I think I just kind of like glossed over that real quick. Yeah, Chiefs Eagles will be fun.
Yeah, and the geniuses who made the NFL schedule decided not to make that the primetime game. Instead, we get Falcons-Vikings, because obviously the Vikings are great in primetime, and we're so happy to see them playing a primetime game here in Week 1. We might as well see it in Week 2.
Yeah, I was like, we had the exhilarating prime Sunday night game yesterday, and then I was like, oh, I wonder what the Sunday night game will be this week.
Not the one you expect. Oh, Caleb throwing deep. Oh, he's got him.
Oh,
Whoa.
He toe tapped it, I assume. Yeah, that looks like a good play.
Moore came down
Hall
with that.
Hall of Famer DJ Moore.
Hall of Famer DJ Moore with a great catch. All right. Okay, I see you, Caleb. I see you. That was a good throw.
I see you.
I see you, man. All right. Yeah, Chicago might be ending the game on this drive. Oh, yeah. Defense just completely lost there. You're looking the wrong... What? Wow.
That's Byron Murphy. He's normally okay, right?
Yeah, he just having a bad play there, I guess. Yikes.
Laps or like that. Yeah.
It was like he was just playing a slow-mo. Oh, that doesn't look like a good play.
Yeah,
should have let that one hit the ground, honestly.
Yeah, at that point. It's funny we say that. I mean, the running backs never do it, though. They always believe they can make something out of it, but yeah.
And sometimes they do. If you're Saquon Barkley, you do. Because you can backwards hurdle a guy if you must.
Right.
But DeAndre Swift is not that guy.
Not quite. DeAndre Swift is not Saquon Barkley, in case you didn't know.
Unfortunately, no, he's not. Okay, interesting stats for Caleb. 15 of 21, so accurate. Only 131 yards, though. I know we haven't watched closely, but I feel like they haven't had him throw the ball downfield a lot.
It's not a great play. He was also under duress, though, right?
Yeah, he had to get that one out.
Right.
Vikings defense is still keeping the pressure on him.
Yeah.
Which we knew the Vikings would probably have a good defense. The Bears' offensive line is supposed to be much improved, but it's a pretty interesting matchup between the two.
I was also kind of tipped, I guess the ball was.
Is that Van Ginkel just went up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
What a name.
What a name. They're not quite Storm Duck or the Zacchaeus guy, but it's up there.
Wow, we throw in short and third and long. That is a choice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They didn't reach up only to gain 3 or 4 yards. Not sure. I mean, maybe there was no one else to throw to, but is that really the best you got?
I guess everyone else was covered too well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying, just based on the score and the box score and things like that, it's I mean, the Vikings offense seems to be shut down. I would have thought. See, even if I didn't necessarily think the Vikings were that good themselves, I thought the offense would be pretty good. Even if JJ McCarthy individually is not that good, I thought he could just chuck it to Justin Jefferson. Which I guess, to be fair, in this game, you don't have Jordan Addison. I don't know. I mean, Adam Thielen's been a non-factor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the biggest JJ McCarthy hater that I know, but I expected better from this. I mean, Justin Jefferson should not only have 4 yards. That's ridiculous. Do
4
something.
Yards?
Yeah, 4 yards.
There's only one reception, 4 yards.
Last I checked, yeah. And that's really bad.
Justin Jefferson fantasy owners.
A lot of the top receivers have done that this week. Jamar Chase was bad.
True.
AJ Brown forgot to play.
It's been a weird week. I feel week 1 is oftentimes weird. It's
all the running backs were bad. The top receivers were bad. The Bills and Ravens were good, though, so at least that stayed normal, I guess. It was a weird week for sure.
Right.
Oh, sorry, the Panthers suck still, so that also was normal. Some things never change.
Right. Some things never change, indeed.
I am dead inside.
Oh, that's...
I'm kidding. Don't worry. I'm good.
I mean, it's funny that, you predict the Panthers to be good by being 8-9. I think that we're going to landslide and be 8-9.
As long as you make the playoffs, right?
We'll see.
8-9 might still win that division, honestly.
It might, yeah.
It's possible.
It'll be interesting to see, I'm obviously not overreacting to the Colts, but it'll be interesting to see, if they can, sustain that, for weeks to come, or if they just also suck.
Yeah.
My guess is it might be,
They play Denver this week. We're going to find out a lot in week 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My guess, it might be, 2 years ago where, we were the team to beat, but the Colts were right behind us. Which, I mean, if we have like Daniel Jones chasing the division title, I'm not exactly flattered by that. So we'll see.
I think you should be, as long as they have a losing record, because that means everyone still loses their job. But that means they don't get a high draft pick like we were guessing. So it's like they kind of ruin their own rebuild that's coming up.
Yeah, that's true. Because then, Daniel Jones is going to sign a $100 million contract with like the Steelers.
Let it be.
And then, the Colts will just sign Kyler Murray, or I don't know, but
oh man, who does Cardinals get Kirk Cousins? I guess. Yeah, see that.
Yeah, that's totally how it will work.
Yeah, we said it first, everybody.
Yes, we said these random quarterback team combinations first.
Yeah, just remember who to give credit to when all is said and done.
Tua will be a Cleveland Brown somehow.
Obviously, of course.
Yes.
Because they like making questionable quarterback decisions.
Yep.
Oh, JJ McCarthy's going to throw. You brave souls.
No, that was not. Why are they acting? That got a fumble. What? that was the clean. I mean, the guy.
They're trying to say it was. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought that at all. What on earth?
That was clearly forward throw. Even if he was behind the line of scrimmage, that's.
Well, I think they're saying he caught it and then lost the ball because he wasn't touched. Wow. He wasn't touched down.
Oh, he did kind of have possession.
Well, I can't think of that being a fumble, but are they gonna look at it?
Wow, there is a red challenge flag.
Oh my goodness! Hey, if Ben Johnson's challenging it, then look, I trust Johnson. Let's see this. Let's see this replay. I gotta bring my phone close because he wasn't touched down at first.
Pick it up. The ball didn't really touch the ground.
Let's see. When was he touched down? Oh, when he was touched, the ball is punched out.
I think that is a fumble.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That's
props to Ben Johnson.
Disgusting.
There's actually a similar play in the Texans game where it looked like it wasn't like this, but they threw it to the guy, I forget who, but it looked like the guy just dropped it. But it turns out he had the ball and made 2 steps and then it got punched out. So you see the replay. It was the exact same thing actually. D'Amico challenged it, we got the ball back.
Nice.
Just one of those, yeah. I mean the defense has been looking pretty good, but you gotta work out the offensive line. You gotta.
I'm not even concerned by that. Oh, sorry, you mean Texans? I was talking about Chicago.
Oh no, yeah.
Houston. I'm concerned about their offensive line.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what galaxy are you living in?
I'm still in the make believe land where CJ Stroud wins MVP.
Yeah.
No, they might. It might be Josh Allen winning MVP this year, back to back. Maybe they don't have fatigue this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of standout quarterback performance. Well, I guess in general there weren't a lot of standout performances in Week 1.
Right. No, that's true.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. Herbert for MVP? Yeah. I kind of thought after the Chargers game, everything I said about the Texans, maybe it's actually just true about the Chargers.
That would be an interesting outcome. I mean,
look, last year, Josh Allen starts dating, what's her name?
Haley Steinfeld?
Yes, the actress, Haley Steinfeld. And then he wins MVP. This year, Justin Herbert starts dating Madison Beer. Guess what happens? MVP. It's coming.
Is he actually dating Madison Beer, or is all that
I think it's been confirmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there was a photo of them, they were out on a date. And Joe Alt was there, and there were memes about that.
Yes. He brought his left tackle.
Yeah.
So is it a double date, or?
I have no idea.
That's kind of funny, actually.
I haven't looked into it a lot. I just like the memes.
I mean, if you're early in the relationship, just bring a friend. Why not, right?
Could be cool.
Play Stance is called what?
No way, really?
Was it? So it wasn't called a fumble, though, right?
It wasn't called a fumble, so they're keeping it as such. I thought that was. I mean, maybe he was touched before the ball was punched out. Let's see. What are they saying?
Wow.
It doesn't matter. Sewell came in and just punched the ball out. Correct. The punching of the ball is a football play, and that is entirely legal, even if incidentally contacts the body. So the knee was down. He had possession. So when he touched the football, that still counts as him touching him down? I don't understand football rules sometimes.
He literally said the punching of a ball is a football. What? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm reading the captions, so I don't really. Yeah. That's one I'm gonna go on the internet for later and see what happens, because I'm guessing a lot of Bears fans are really unhappy with it. I'd be unhappy. I thought that was gonna be called a fumble.
Oh, for sure.
And going back, by the way, to when a player starts dating someone famous, Christian McCaffrey had an amazing year when he started dating Olivia Culpo, who I don't really know who she is, but she's famous. So
yeah,
saying when these guys date someone well known, good things happen to them.
That's true.
Except Travis Kelce. Oh wait, no, he won a Super Bowl after he started dating Swift.
I guess he did. Yeah.
There's a trend here. I'm not crazy, right?
I mean, I don't think you are.
That was Thielen with the drop. No way.
Oh,
hate to see it.
You've been a no factor all game. You gotta do better than that.
I like Thielen. He put up with everything here in Carolina. I'll respect him for that. Just wanted to go home and lose in Minnesota instead.
Yep.
Okay, surely Chicago wins this game. I mean, based on what we're seeing.
Right. I'm gonna grab water. I'll be right back.
All right. It's all right. You're not missing anything. Chicago looking good overall. Yeah. Caleb has played a mistake-free game, it seems. Would love to see them go on a scoring drive here and just put the game away. That's what you want to see from your young quarterback. Man, J.J. McCarthy, what a terrible debut for him. 7 out of 12, 56 yards, 1 interception, which went back for 6 for the other team. Really bad interception, too. Run game hasn't done anything. Aaron Jones, 5 carries, 8 yards. Yikes. Jordan Mason, 6 carries, 15 yards. Yikes. So what are we doing? Jalen Naylor leads the team in receiving for 28 yards. No one else has more than 7. No receiver has more than 5, aside from Jalen Naylor. Just terrible performance.
That's like Texans level production.
Somehow it's even worse. That's what we're seeing from the Vikings. This is worse.
Wait, when you said Jalen Naylor 5, that's 5 catches, right?
No, 1 catch for 28 yards. Everyone else has every receiver aside from him has fewer than 5 yards.
Yes, that's pretty bad.
Now, the tight ends and the running backs have 7 and less. Because, that makes it sound so much better.
Right.
Yeah, I was just lamenting such a terrible debut for J.J. McCarthy. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for Vikings fans. Sorry.
Boo-hoo.
That sucks, but I tried to warn y'all all offseason.
You sure did.
All right, here we go. Caleb Williams, do something great here. Yeah, that was a great pitch. Did you see the way he pitched the ball to the running back?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's Chris Collinsworth talking about Patrick Mahomes.
The way he pitched it was a little Mahomey.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I saw one of the NFL memes. It was the play where Josh Allen threw short to James Cook, and then he took it like 52 yards. Apparently, the announcing was Collinsworth said that was all Josh Allen on that play.
Yeah.
Was that real?
Was like, that was it was real. I saw that. It was like that was all Mahomes.
It's terrible.
Which maybe he meant throw or whatever.
Okay, Caleb, go cross midfield.
But no, James Cook did have that electric play, and it was like that is all. Or no, did I say Mahomes? It was all Allen.
You might as well say Mahomes. Same person.
That's funny. Yeah.
Anyone does something good, it's Mahomes.
Allen. Yeah. Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe he said that. It's just a short pass. James Cook made 2 guys miss him on the run. Juked a guy out.
You know, there are all these AI generated commentaries of Tirico and Collinsworth calling him a Mahomes game, and
yeah,
it's they basically glaze him.
It's so funny.
I saw one. I saw one, but for the Chargers when things weren't going Mahomes' way.
Oh, I think I saw that too.
You saw that one?
It was not
Chris was like,
very clean, which is why I didn't share it with anyone. But
no,
it was so
I
funny.
didn't really share it either, so I don't really have it saved. But it was like so funny how the AI and Chris Collinsworth just crashed out. It was so funny.
Every time.
You've got to be freaking kidding me. I'm done with this crap.
He just walks off. Amazing. I would love to
Yeah.
see him do that in a real game, like real life. He does that. So Mahomes takes a
Right.
sack and loses the game. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I think we saw the same one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. I saw that this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so real.
That's so funny. Yeah. Well, it was funny because I'd seen so many that were like of them glazing Mahomes, but like to see one where he had, yeah, that's funny.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, Caleb Williams to take snap at the 48, I think. Why are they running so much? I mean, they're not having any success.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, they're up, so it kind of makes sense, but also,
Sure.
you know,
Just killing
it's not
time.
working. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. I'd like to see him throw it more. That's just me, though. It's just me.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've put it on record already, but I don't think Caleb Williams' breakout is this year. I think I've said from the beginning they're another year away from that happening. So it's not like I'm expecting 300 yards or anything here, but I still would like to see him throw the ball more. I should shut up. They can run the ball now. Once I said it.
Yeah. Right.
Once I questioned the play calling, of course.
Of course, right. You just like just keep doing it, right? Just keep.
Yeah, I was just simply
Hitting the
wrong,
rock.
of course. My bad. Or you're welcome, Chicago fans. I made the run game work for you.
Right.
I'm gonna take all the credit there. Who was that on the run? Was that Swift? All right. Good for Swift. I like Swift, my Georgia guy.
You good? Yep.
14 carries, 49 yards now. Oh, did he jump off sides? Is that Hargrave?
Oh, really?
Forgot he was there. Devon Hargrave?
That's tough.
Yeah, he jumped off sides. Whoops.
Yeah.
No, I totally forgot he was a Viking this year. Yeah. He was with the 49ers last year, wasn't he? Or was he somewhere else?
I think so. Yeah. Javon Hargrave. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a name that I forget when we're talking about the losses for the 49ers defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Hargrave. Who's the other
Kinlaw,
guy? I mean,
Ward.
Yeah.
Another run? Oh, that was a hard run.
That was yeah.
I agreed with them running it that time since it was 1st and 5.
Right. Might as well.
Yeah, I think they're about to put this game away.
Seems like it. Yeah.
No, this is where you take a shot in the end zone. You find your whichever go-to receiver you want. Is it Moore? Is it Adunze? Some people said Adunze was going to be wide receiver 1 this year. I don't really believe in him, honestly. Swift is still not Swift. The Moore is still the number 1 guy.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Well, let's see. I want them to take a shot here. Like, you might as well. You're at the 24. He's throwing.
Oh.
Is he going to take a shot? No, he's going to throw short. He couldn't find anyone. That's a good decision, though.
Okay, that's a good play, though. It's a flag, though.
Yeah, I like that choice to dump it off. They're going to call holding an eligible man. Probably holding.
Holding,
Yep.
yeah.
Darnell Wright, who Chicago fans were telling me for a while is elite.
Yes. Always believe Chicago fans.
They usually know a lot about their own team.
Yes.
It's okay, I know everything about my team and I still got everything completely wrong.
Yep.
1st and 20. I don't care, take a shot anyway. Put this game away. Just like Nick
Might as
Sirianni
well.
did in the Super Bowl. If he can do it, you can too.
Yes.
They won't.
Oh?
Ooh,
Ah.
couldn't bring it in.
Nope.
He threw that
They
fast.
tried, not quite an end zone shot, but
At least he threw more than 5 yards.
that's true.
Love to see that. But yeah, that was he got it out pretty fast. It looked like. Was it he just miss or too high?
It's a good question. I think it was just a little high. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even see it live. It was just a little too high, a little out in front of him. Man, sure had some zip on it though. Alright, just do it again, except throw it lower. Come on, Caleb. It's that easy.
Yes. Just do it again.
It's gonna go short, isn't he?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he avoids a sack.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
What was that? That's a fumble. Okay, it went out of bounds, but
He was doing his best impression of Jameis Winston there.
That out of you, like what?
Yeah, I would. Well, I was gonna say throw it away, but then he had all this green in front of him, and I'm like, okay, keep running. But then he gets tripped up.
Is the flat? Oh, it's the flat.
That's got to be grounding, right? There wasn't a receiver there.
I thought he fumbled. I thought it was a fumble, honestly. See, I don't even know if that can be grounding. I don't know. It's tough. I guess they are calling grounding.
Yeah, they're saying it wasn't a fumble. I thought it was a throw, but if it's a fumble, then that's lucky.
I guess it depends on the semantics of voice, like that.
Yeah, and we don't really know what is and isn't fumble or
Right.
throw in those
True.
situations. It's always like I feel like every time it's like they get the call wrong. At least a lot of people
Right.
think so. At least.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third
Well,
and
that
30.
might be saving the Vikings here.
I mean,
Third and 30.
Vikings definitely caught a break.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he definitely should have just thrown it away. Again, though, if he could have just stayed on his feet, that he had a lot of green in front of him.
Smart play, actually. Just get into field goal range.
Yeah, they ought to be able to go up by 2 scores here.
Yeah.
End of the third. Do we want to call it an end of the stream here, or do we want to extend this to the fourth quarter?
I think it's fine just calling it end. I mean, if we log off of another legendary comeback, then so be it.
Of course, it would happen. But then we can just record a reaction immediately, since we'll be recording predictions soon.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm down for that. I'll still have the game on anyway. So.
I feel confident guaranteeing JJ McCarthy's not leading a comeback here, though.
No, JJ McCarthy is not Josh Allen.
Caveat, though, the defense might do it, but it won't be McCarthy.
Right. All right, well, hope you all enjoyed our predictions and our brief kind of, just watching the Vikings game, Vikings-Bears. Thank you all so much to those of you who stopped by, who gave a view. Shout out to you all. And, yeah, I think that'll do it. We'll have predictions coming up here in a little bit. We're going to work on them here after we go off. So I think that video goes out on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, you can expect our Week 2 NFL predictions to be out sometime on Wednesday. If you're into college football content, you can expect some college football rankings sometime this week, because, yeah, the AP poll was so bad I have to do my own rankings, so I'm going to do that. Sorry, it's true. You can expect some college football predictions from me sometime this week as well, maybe some reactions. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of content out this week. We are ready to just go full steam ahead during football season. If you would like to help us out, though, we'd appreciate any subscribers. We are almost at 200. We would love to hit 200.
We're getting there.
We're so close.
Indeed.
Yeah, really appreciate anyone who stopped by. Yeah, we'll see you all in the upcoming videos and streams. Take care.
We'll see you all. Peace.